Okay, we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live now. Actually, the first song in this mix is Gwent music, so that works. Wait here. They're gonna do it in a second. They're gonna do the hey. They haven't done it yet. What? Oh no, it's the next set. Okay. Well, whatever. Here we are. I need to turn my sound effects off before the stream gets destroyed by that. Oh, I need to. Here's what
I see in the stream my points went up, so no war crimes.
Yeah, no war crimes. Oh, there's the hey. Hey.
Hey!
Okay, there we go. Let me move Duncan into Duncan's spot. And then I need to get a picture of a pig. I need
Peppa Pig.
I want to. The problem is that like there's no like Boarman option for Hero Forge, I don't believe. So Helios hasn't been able to get like character art. So I was thinking like at some point maybe I'll like commission some for him.
Commission a furry artist. Do it.
Well, okay, so I have a few friends who do like character art for D&D, right? The same ones who did, for instance, the wait, I have to turn off. Okay. So I have my friend Ori who did the art that I think you guys have seen, right? You saw the one of Hilda before you murdered her. That was pretty good. I also really like. I don't know if you guys have seen this one's in the journal, so I'll just show you. Have you seen this one before?
Okay.
No,
I don't think so.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
In the menu, but I haven't seen the art. I haven't looked at it.
Mm-hmm. So my friend Ori, they did this, and yeah, I told them for this one. I was like the reference. I was like I want it to look like a mix of. Oh god, I don't remember what I told. I said basically I wanted to look kind of like Timothy Chalamet, and it kind of does. But also mixed with like Conan the Barbarian is what I told them. Something like that. And I think it turned out well. Anyways, that character is one that you guys maybe will run into eventually. But regardless, so I asked them, and also one of my other friends, AJ, both of whom I play with in the Saturday game that I'm in, right? And they said, like, AJ told me, like, you should not commission me for like a Boarman because I don't do like anthropomorphic animal art. But that's the thing. There are people who specialize in that. So.
Yeah. You could say that.
Yeah. Well, we're here. For now, it's just going to be us three. I don't know if Helios might be showing up in a bit, but he might not be. Either way, we're going to do a session probably a short session today. But I didn't want to go too like multiple weeks without playing, right? So this is yeah, we're going to kind of see what happens here. So I think we should start off today with Adau getting back to the Flying Castle.
Yeah, all right.
So let's start. Yeah, we'll do a recap in character of what we missed. So let's go over what Adau remembers from last time. This is a good. Yeah, we'll start. So last time you guys had gone to. Well, you did some business first. We took care of some business of like what you guys have been doing in your time here in Kurbach City. You did a lot of research on multiple things. And you found out some useful information, little bits here and there at least, and also let's see, Talvo sent out some spies that will have more information in the future. Start preparing the way for some of your guys' future stuff. And then you guys, I kind of focused in on this one evening where you guys were out at this tavern, just drinking, and Helios playing his instrument, putting on a performance. And you guys were approached by this kind of like shady-looking, like petty thief. It, was the vibe you guys got from him. What was his name? Here, I have his name somewhere. Sammy. That's right. Yeah, it's Sammy. Yeah, so Sammy, what? Sammy was.
I know we named somebody.
No, Keenan is one of the people who works for you.
Yeah,
He's like
messenger.
he was your messenger that brought you info when you were with Locke still. He's around. Don't worry. Keenan, I have plans for Keenan. So, anyways, though. So this dude Sammy, this human, was like basically trying to pitch you guys, well, Helios, like a deal on something. You guys were like bring the dude, your leader dude. So the leader dude comes out. It's this Boarman who I kind of described as having these strange like proportions and everything. Who showed up and basically offered Helios really a bow, not a weapon bow, but a bow for playing a stringed instrument, like a viol, like Helios has. And he kind of described it as being like enchanted Aisplic, which is again just my world's name for mithril, or my world's equivalent of mithril, right? Mithril is already pretty rare, so an enchanted mithril like bow, it's intriguing, right?
Seems good.
Yeah, it's like the fact that someone would bother doing that means it probably is going to be unique, right? At the very least. And so you basically said like, okay, we'll go, and you basically finished the rest of this deal saying, not a deal for it, but saying we'll come to your place and like check it out tomorrow. And then Adau got led away by his date. We should start. Do you want to roll for hotness?
I think we already did.
Oh yeah, that's true. We rolled a charisma check or whatever. Yeah.
I think he got a solid 7 out of 10 if I remember correctly.
Yeah, something like that. So Adau gets dragged away by this his lady friend, and
it was a persuasion check.
yeah, and you go and spend a good night with your lady friend in a probably a different tavern than this one, like a different nearby. Like this tavern probably didn't have like an inn part, so you went to a different one that has an inn.
Yeah. Probably just went to her house.
Let's get out of here. Walks across the street.
Yeah, or to her house even. Like yeah. Especially because it's like it'd be kind of awkward to go to the castle, which is like a military installation. You have to climb up like not a ladder. You have like a temporary gangplank set up, and then and it's all the way on the middle of the city in the Palace District, right? It's just kind of weird.
That is an engineering challenge, but
yeah,
what a flex that would be. You wanna come back to my
Come back to my castle?
Yeah, no, that brings up a good point. We've got to find a way to have like a permanent way to get people up and down reliably. Yeah,
that's true. They had originally griffins. The griffins, you guys, they were either killed in the battle or they flew off, right? But they were not trained by you guys, so they weren't your griffins. But there are trainable griffins somewhere in the world. But yeah, that could be a thing you guys try to find. Like, anyways, so Adau spends a nice evening. Let's do you want to roll a check to see how well it went? Wink wink.
That's a performance check if I ever heard one.
Yeah. Oh, okay, wait. Let me roll for your partner though. It's we'll say that she is
a plus 12 persuasion, so.
Oh, I rolled it to myself, and I'll just
above average, but.
So that's how well you did. Well, she did about average. So, you got more out of it than she did, though. Unfortunately for her, but
That's the dragon elf motto. I never heard one.
But yeah, so
It's
yeah,
the next
anyway.
morning, she's kind of like pushing him out the door. Like, yeah, that was great.
yeah, she,
I gotta get to work, you know.
yeah. So anyways, so Adau heads out in the morning and starts making his way back to the castle. When you get back to the castle, you notice, well, I'm assuming...
First of all, Talvo would have guards waiting,
Yeah.
like, looking out for him. And when they see him coming across like the bridge or whatever we are going on, Talvo stands at the front gate looking like a very disappointed parent.
Yeah.
Arms crossed, like, oh, look what the cat dragged.
Yeah, and there's like one of the guards would have noted, like they had a watch set to look for Adau. They saw him like walking up the palace steps, leading into the palace district. And so Talvo, you have a chance to be waiting there for Adau. And Adau, you see this. You see Talvo waiting here, looking very stern. Probably not angry, I imagine, just stern, right?
Do you not approve? I mean, I thought she was hot. Like, come on.
No, that's... I'm glad you had... So that's what we're here for. We're cutting back, we're cutting loose before we go do
Yeah, let's go.
stuff. Yeah, so... Remember those 2 guards you killed a couple weeks ago?
Me? You killed them, technically. But... I see we are dealing with the consequences of our actions. And I think we should talk about this in a more private place than the middle of the palace area.
One of the
I'm
guards,
at the front door.
one of the guards next to you, Talvo's like, "Should we bring out the prisoner, then?"
You know what? Yeah. Let's bring out the prisoner.
Prisoner.
And they shrug and they're like, yeah, it's a Boarman guard. He's like, okay. And he's gonna go and he'll take the prisoner out to the courtyard, or like, do you want to go inside to the war room?
No,
Yeah,
I'm here to name and shame.
Okay, so in the courtyard?
Right here, right where everyone can see it happen.
Okay, yeah. So, and yeah, you
I
see.
seem to remember that day going differently because you guys were arguing about how to kill them after we no longer needed them. I just got tired of your arguing.
We were trying to get them killed, not kill them.
So, I like you guys are discussing this, and then at this point,
there is no difference.
At this point, there is a dude getting pulled out, a human getting pulled out of like the keep, in shackles and stuff, and he's got a kind of roguish look to him, because this was the sniper dude, right?
No, let that guy go. We don't have a prisoner.
No, you didn't
I
you?
chased after him. That was the whole thing.
No, you hypnotic patterned him. Remember?
I see.
we did.
At the
Right.
end, yeah, Helios at the end hypnotic pattern, and then you guys just had a whole minute to just go and tie him up. So.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. I think it was at the very end. I was like, he's gonna get away. Yes, in my head. But then Helios was like, ah. But yeah. So.
Yeah.
That's where hypnotic pattern is useful. So this dude is like a roguish dude. He has like a look of just kind of like spite in his eyes, and he looks at it down. He's like actually, would he be gagged or would you not care?
He would be gagged, and then I would ungag him as they plopped him
Okay.
down.
Yeah, as you ungag him, he looks at Adau. He's like, there's the other one.
Why don't you tell friend Adau who you are, buddy?
He's like, I won't share my name. I've done more than enough underhand dealings. But I work for the Black Wolf of Tapwa. The god of... that you would know, actually, roll a religion check, because this is a... Roll a religion check. This is not necessarily a religion that is, I'll say this was probably a somewhat common deity to get worship from humans near Fluria. So I'll say that you do recognize the name Tapwa. You recognize it as a name of a human deity. You don't remember what they do though.
Okay.
Yeah, Tapwa is the deity's name.
That was the Black Hand of
The black.
The Black Wolf of Tapwa. Yeah.
Okay.
And he looks and he's like, He's like, balance must be restored for the murder you and your friends did.
Okay, so those soldiers aiding us in, I don't know. I gotta come up with some arguments. Anyway, I'm gonna cast Stone of Truth.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And that's 16 DC now that I have my new amulet. Which is pretty pog, I gotta say.
Let me roll the save. He'll know whether or not.
Yeah, he'll know. He'll know I cast it, but if do I know if he fails? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he fails. So at this point, anything he says has to be true.
Yep. And I'm very good at worming my way around telling the truth, just in real life. So I know kind of how to narrow down my questions, I think.
Yeah. To be fair, though, he doesn't have to respond to anything, but...
That's true, he doesn't have to. That's a good
But
point.
he is your prisoner, and you can try to force stuff out of him.
Yeah. Okay, so this isn't a concentration spell, so I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts on him.
Is it really not a concentration? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess the idea is that it's just a zone. It's not like a on you, so...
Yeah, so it's just anyone around here has to tell the truth for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, and it could... Yeah, the good thing is you could even step outside of it to lie, be able to lie, right?
Yeah,
But he... Yeah,
exactly.
So, oh man, this reminds, real quick, this reminds me of in the very first game I ran, with most of the same group that I have in my Friday game, I've totally fucked over one of the players with Zone of Truth because they were like a little shithead. Their character was a little shithead rogue that like stole a dying man's family heirloom from. It was a dying soldier in their allies' camp. He stole the thing, got like literally did not even try to hide it, just grabbed it and ran out of like a military tent. And the dude's like, what the fuck? He obviously gets caught, and then the players are like, did you do this? And he's like, no. And then like this lieutenant, like this captain of the army is like, yeah, just bring one of the war mages over here real quick. They cast the Zone of Truth. And the group is like, we don't want like to be held responsible for this fucker's actions. And yeah, that character had to leave soon after. It was really funny though. It was very entertaining. But alright, anyway, sorry. Detect Thoughts.
It caused some shenanigans with us as well.
Yeah.
Involving one firebomb.
That's true. Yeah, it's good. Alright, so you can focus on if creature okay, well, initially on the surface thoughts. And then you could try to probe deeper. So right now you're just gonna be hearing.
My dog is trying to get inside my room.
Okay, that's fine.
Does he not save against that as well?
He does, but only if Adau tries to probe deeper.
Oh, okay.
Right, basically right now Adau is going to be hearing the surface level thoughts. Oh, cute doggo.
Free pupper.
That's fine.
Joints.
That's it. What a cute dog. It looks like that looks kind of like my girlfriend's old dog that died.
That's fucked up.
You're that Gilbert.
Could be. Actually, my girlfriend's old dog was probably about the same age as that one is, and they were from a big litter. Maybe they are like related.
Possible. Where did your girlfriend get her dog?
Well, it was also in Northeast Columbia, but they gave away all their puppies besides the one, so maybe they're cousins.
We found him, so unless the person who bought him was like, get this guy out of here.
It could be, though. That's funny. Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, so I just learned the surface thoughts.
And then basically, like, at any point during this, right, and this lasts a minute, but we'll say, we're not in combat, so it's just gonna be a dialogue minute, which is longer. So you, if there's a specific thing that you're like, okay, at this point in time, I want to delve deeper. So
yeah, and that's when he doesn't know until I do that, right? That's as an action. Well, I guess that's weird as an action.
Either way, Right now, yeah, he only knows. I think it says either way they know that you're probing into its mind, but it says either way it knows after the probe part. So I think the surface thoughts he doesn't know right now.
The surface thoughts are free.
So right now, the surface kind of thoughts. Since this is the first time we've seen you in person, he's probably like, "Man, look at this smug elf."
That's what I am. I am a smug elf.
Yeah.
I do remember we told the guards to treat him nicely.
Yeah, he hasn't been beat up or anything, so.
Yeah, well, I don't intend to beat him up physically.
Yeah.
So, okay. I'm gonna say, you know, who do you work for? What's their name?
Let me look at the spell guy. I just gotta look.
Yeah, because I guess because we know the group with whom he's affiliated, or with which he's affiliated.
Yeah, he says I already told you I'm working for the Black Wolf of, oh god, I forgot the deity's name.
Tapwa.
Tapwa. I work for the Black Wolf of Tapwa.
Okay, well, what's the full name of your direct superior?
He just says, "I'm not gonna tell you." And in his surface level thoughts, though, you can hear him say to himself, like, I don't even know the dude's actual name.
Okay. Well, what I wanted. Okay, so I'm gonna say, Well, I'm not gonna say, I need to think of what to say, because I don't know if I want to. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say picture his face right now. Who is he? Picture every meeting you've had with him, and give me his aliases. Tell me what they are.
He has no need for aliases. As he says that, you do actually see an image of this guy, the Black Wolf himself, and it is a classic looking paladin. Clearly a paladin in like pretty beefy armor with it's either a mace or flail at his hip, and you see that he has kind of like the dude probably looks like he's in his late 30s, early 40s. He's got a war grizzled face though, like a scar next to one eye, black hair, and
does he have a scutum shield?
A what?
It's like a Roman square shield.
No, I don't know what type of shield he would have actually, but he definitely has a shield.
Okay.
And but yeah, he gives you total paladin vibes.
Okay.
He even has like a holy book at his hip, right?
All right. Okay. So when was the last time you met with him?
Few days ago.
Even. Okay. Yeah, I need more specific than that. And where was this meeting?
I don't want to tell you that. He wouldn't say I can't tell you because he literally can, so that'd be a lie. He'd be like, I don't want to tell you that.
Okay.
But as he's saying this, you see like a camp, like a war camp, small one.
Okay.
Very briefly, in his thoughts.
A war camp. Okay. Where were you before you entered the city? And for how long? Doing what?
I don't think it matters.
Well, I do.
I kind of think it does.
Yeah, so why don't you answer the question?
I'd rather not. As he's doing this, you still see the same camp, but it's not really like enough of a image. If you delve deeper, maybe you could get more.
Yeah, I want to see how much I can get about different stuff before I let him know. Okay. It's obvious how he knew we were here.
No, you don't know how he was here. They saw it in a vision. They literally saw us. They saw you.
They saw us in a vision?
Yeah, the dude showed up in an alleyway, pulled up a fucking drawn picture of you whipping, being like, "Yo, this you?"
Bro, it's the dice. It's not me.
Yeah, they for real though. Like they showed up in an alleyway. It wasn't actually this guy. I don't know if Talvo would tell you that. would Talvo tell him there was more than just this
Yeah,
one?
I would have explained what had happened.
Yeah, so they got like basically a cleric basically actually showed up, showed them a charcoal like sketch showing the scene of the murder like as it was happening. Like literally with the river and like details that you would only know if you knew exactly where it happened.
Like a fucking diorama of
Yeah.
crime. Alright, so do we have the cleric's corpse? I imagine he's dead.
Yeah, we have the cleric's corpse.
Bring him here.
Okay,
Bring him
yeah.
here.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I never went over the loot you would have gotten off these guys last time, because you would have found that out last time. You actually. This is good for you, TSM. They actually, guess what? The guy had a backup vial of poison, so now you have some poison. So you can actually look it up, wyvern poison, to see how it works. If you look up wyvern poison 5e, you can figure out how that
Do you know
works.
how fucking mad I was, Duncan? When he shot at me with a fucking poison arrow? And I'm like, that was an option this whole fucking time. I've been asking for magic arrows.
You've encountered
I've been asking
poison
for
before.
flaming arrows. Why not just say, oh, dude, you can get poison?
Yeah, that's actually.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so the poison, you can look up wyvern poison, see how that works. You also got a spell scroll that only out of your group, only Duncan would actually be able to read. So it might actually make sense that at this point in time, Talvo's like, oh yeah, shit, look at this, just tell me what it does. Because it was on the priest's corpse.
The cleric, yeah.
Exactly, it was on a cleric's corpse, and he would show you. It's actually a spell scroll of Revivify.
Oh,
Sick.
cool. Unfortunately, that's useless for this guy.
Well, yeah, but it just for you guys, it could be useful. Revivify, just so you know, TSM. Revivify is like if someone dies, like dies.
It's within a minute, right?
It's within a minute. So it's not like super strong, but it's like it's one of those things in the middle of combat. If someone dies, like
fails their death rolls. Yeah.
exactly, yeah, or gets their head stomped in by an elemental or something.
Honestly, I think it's going to be more for RP if we ever need to do that, because I just have so many ways to prevent you from dying.
Yeah, that's fair.
But anyway, it's incredibly useful scroll. Don't have to spend the money to cast.
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's all the money and stuff is already put into it. Yeah. So.
All right.
I would
cool.
at this point, I would we were like, hey, I saw what that arrow you shot at me did to your friend. Don't you think it's a little fair that I've treated you so nicely so far? You're all about balance. I did something bad, but now I'm trying to make up for it.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really done anything so heinous since then. I don't know.
Yeah. So what happened?
It was a minor bout of hysteria.
He looks to you guys and he's
Dude
like,
shot a poisoned arrow at me. It missed. And I picked it up off the ground and stabbed another guy with it, and it just instantly.
Okay, maybe we've done some stuff that's a little heinous.
he's like the dude is like listen, I'll be honest with you here. Don't have much choice.
Don't have much of a choice,
Yeah. He's like, I'll be honest with you. And he looks at Talvo here. I guess his hands are bound. He wouldn't actually motion, but he kind of nods at Talvo, and he's like, you and me, we're cut from the same cloth. I can tell you're a shady dude, and I was too. Backroom deal.
He's not to say that I'm telling the truth. Am I a shady dude?
That's his perception, whether or not it's actually true.
Okay.
Oh, you need a spy network. You're a little shady.
Slave!
You can be shady and good,
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
be
He's like,
lawful and
yeah.
bad.
But the guy is like, he's like, I murdered people in my time, and that's how I found my way here. I wanted to redeem myself, bring balance to the actions I had done. So now I hunt those who deserve it. The Black Wolf told me you deserved it. The other priest, the servant I was with, helping, he also believed you deserve it. I help out. The Black Wolf has many servants. I am but one of them.
The Black Wolf told you to jump off a bridge. Would you do it?
No, I don't think he's gonna. Yeah.
He's like, if I thought it would bring balance to the world.
Okay.
The Black Wolf does not waste life so easily, though. He only punishes and kills those who deserve it.
Talvo was really pissed about that poison arrow, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell you're on. You were on. Yeah, you're on. But you can buy poison. We have the gold for it.
Yeah, I know that now.
Yeah. Speaking of gold, before I continue my interrogation, did you guys spend any more of the gold so I can upkeep?
Oh no, we haven't spent anything. We didn't spend anything because we got jumped on the way home.
Alright, cool.
We have not gotten to the deal yet. No.
Oh, alright. I thought they might have been the ones who led you into.
No. This was on the way home from the tavern.
Yeah, this is as far as the group knows, unrelated. You know.
Yeah, but okay. Well, maybe I didn't need to bring out the corpse, but I'm gonna make him. It's out. It's here.
Oh yeah, the corpse just got brought up, so.
Yeah, maybe I'll. I don't have prestidigitation. I can't clean it up. But say who is he? What did you know of him? How long have you been working with him?
He would say, like I said, he was just another servant. I've worked with him before. And he would give you a name, but I don't have a name actually. And he's dead now, so.
As the guard dug up the corpse, I would like kind of lean into one of the guards, put my hand on his shoulder, like, "Am I a good boss?"
Yeah.
There's no truth. I want the honest answer.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. I mean,
Dude, cool.
yeah. I got a picture for Helios, by the way,
Oh.
on the stream.
I gotta move. Hey, you know what? You can use that now, because, you know that in
Oh,
January...
it's public domain, yeah. Yeah, well,
True.
although technically I think the Disney versions of the characters aren't, but you know, so we'll just hope this
It's literally
is.
that first original book, but yeah.
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 That's
Anyways.
fine. Okay, well. Alright, I'm gonna ask him again. Well, I don't think I've asked him this. I'm gonna ask him, you know, where specifically and how long ago did you meet the Black Wolf of Tapwa? And I'm gonna Kylo Ren him.
Okay.
I'm going to probe into his mind.
Okay, yeah, so as you ask this, to put it on his mind, you probe. And so he'll know, but he's not going to be able to, like, know ahead of time, right? He's not going to be able to prevent himself from thinking about it. But let's roll first to see if he will... how much information, or if you'll be able to delve deeper. So...
Yeah.
So
is it flat intelligence?
Yeah, is it intelligence, or is it wisdom? Yeah, it's wisdom, yeah.
Oh, it is wisdom? So I do...
Yeah.
He does a wisdom saving throw and...
Yep.
Oh,
it is.
of course. Yeah, I see.
He fails.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, yeah.
So you want to basically just delve into these thoughts that are about to appear in his mind when you say this. Okay, yeah. So he kind of grits his teeth because all of a sudden he realizes, he's like, oh shit, like my mind is under attack. He's just now realizing.
My mind palace!
Yeah, but you are able to basically just force your way in, and you see his thoughts. You actually basically get like a set of mini flashbacks to past times that he's worked with the Black Wolf. It doesn't seem like he exclusively works with him, but you get memories of what you can tell are various other cities to the north of here. Just various human cities mainly around the area. So it's clear that the Black Wolf travels and he's not confined to one area or one city. You see more memories of the Black Wolf with actually a decent band of men, about maybe a dozen or so, including the priest whose body is before you there. A few other dudes who look like there's a nasty looking ranger guy. There's this roguish looking guy that's in front of you here. Well, I mean, he wouldn't see himself, but he's one of this group. And you get the idea that it's kind of like this band of people who essentially go around. And you actually also get some visions of him following the Black Wolf into temples and talking with priests. It seems like they actually do basically go around asking priests of Tapua, are there any wrongs that need to be righted in this town? And this is the vibe you get, that he has traveled with the Black Wolf on and off and done work with the Black Wolf and for temples. And it seems like this guy at least is telling the truth, that he mainly, for the past maybe a couple of years, has been doing this work because he wants to basically redeem himself. And it seems like the Black Wolf has been doing this for many years now.
Okay. All right. Does picture any permanent settlements, permanent installations where members of the Black Wolf reside, or maybe frequent places they frequent, places you frequent as you travel. Places friendly to you.
That's interesting.
And if that will take a while, like in real life, to think of, then maybe something easier would be.
Well, so that's interesting. It's one of those things that nothing comes to his head. They don't have a permanent spot.
Okay. Are there specific routes that you take as you're traveling between the cities that are hidden away, or do you travel on the main roads, confident that you won't be stopped in your endeavors?
He hasn't been actually talking here because he knows now that you're probing his mind.
Yeah,
but he's
gonna try to fight it off, I guess.
Through gritted teeth here, he says, "We have no need to hide on the road from the roads."
Okay, so is there one main trade route between each city that I know that they would be on if they're not hiding? That's where they would be, or is it still something you'd have to search?
If you didn't, I would.
I would say fair. At this point. Hold on, let me look at something. Hold on. Hold on. So at this point, if you want, so at this point he's at enough time where he's gonna do the part where he can try to resist it with an intelligence check. So this is where it'll be
tested intelligence.
Yep. So just flat intelligence roll.
I think so.
He rolled an 8. Ooh. Okay. So you managed to maintain control. However, here's what I'm gonna say: is that if you want to try and, it's clear that you can actually tell at this point, this level of thought that you're in, you can tell that he knows exactly where the Black Wolf is right now. But you're gonna need to try and probe even deeper if you want that.
Okay. Who divined the image of that scene, and at whose request?
He would say the Black Wolf himself, a priest in what's the city name? Ugodi. A priest in Ugodi had a family of one of the soldiers come to them. They asked for the fate of their loved ones to be divined, and through the power of Tapua, we found the bodies. The Black Wolf then probed the memories of the deceased, saw the scene of their death, and we hunted you down.
Didn't we burn them and throw their ashes into a river?
That's true. Okay. He wouldn't say they found the bodies. He would say we found the scene of it and then did the magic from there. Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask if there was a specific spell. But
yeah, actually there would be a specific spell. This guy wouldn't really know that, but it would be I think it's just called divination. Let's see, is that what I'm thinking of? Divination, which is I think it's a 4th level spell. Let me see.
I think I have it. No, I don't have
it's a 4th level spell, and this is the one that they did to find this. What's interesting is that it relies on being answered by a god, but because the gods don't have power here, it just gets answered by the universe. And so, to, out of character, basically what the dudes did is that the priests and the Black Wolf basically did this and basically received a vision directly of what happened. And then the dude Black Wolf went to the spot and investigated further and did more divinations to find out.
Okay. No, that's okay. That's about what I expected.
Yeah.
All right. So, were you present for this? Do you know? Well, yeah. Did you meet the families of these soldiers?
He nods. Seemed like they were good men.
Yeah, you could say that.
One of them was due to get married.
The other one is, yeah, we went over that after they were dead, I think.
His look is just very full of spite right now.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Well.
He looks to you all and he says, "You know, the Black Wolf might not kill you if you go to him and offer your eternal service, as I have done."
Okay. Well, that's all. That's we could work with the Black Wolf in an auxiliary role, but I was thinking more.
My life has found purpose. I was like you, but I found purpose. And if these are the only ones you've killed, if you've only brought suffering and pain to these two, then perhaps there is salvation for you still.
That actually brings me to my next question.
Talvo's having flashbacks of throwing the fireball into like the dozen halflings. he hears their screams like the centaurs. The centaurs were more self-defense, but you know.
The
Dryads.
The Dryads were also self-defense.
Yeah, you know.
They attacked us with the centaurs. Maybe it's because we were bad people, but they tried to kill us. Anyway. Well, hold on. If you were to leave here, would you fulfill? Like, is there any request from me that you would fulfill? If it, not. Hypothetically, if I were to give you a really good request that is in line with your goals, would you fulfill it or would you just leave?
Or would you try and kill me again?
Or would you try to kill us immediately? But I'm sure you know that wouldn't go well for you.
I'd probably go back to the Black Wolf, and then if he ordered me to kill you again, of course I'd try.
Would you do something for me on your way back to him?
Depends what it is.
In Ugodi. I was thinking I would take the American legal system route and give you about a year's wages for a soldier, and then have you deliver them to the families of the deceased.
He's interested. He's actually like, oh, this is interesting. He's like, I wouldn't know if that would be enough to satisfy your debt to Tapua.
No, of course not. But I'm just asking, because that was kind of our bad. We should probably, maybe we should do a little atonement for the consequences of our actions, even if it doesn't satisfy the Black Wolf.
I mean, honestly, that's better than me hucking you off the side of this floating castle, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna kill him anyway. We would know by now. We would have to kill him.
He would say, I can bring that to the Black Wolf, and from there, it's in his hands.
No, I don't think we want to give the guy who wants to kill us a whole.
Yeah, let me convene with Talvo for a second outside the circle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool if he brings it to the family. If he's gonna bring it to the Black Wolf, fuck
yeah,
that.
That's what I'm not even trying to get the Black Wolf off our ass, because I want his mace, who cares?
I'm motioning to the giant battalion and stuff like that. Whatever,
Yeah, we could probably take him if we.
That is our bad. We should do something about that.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to get them off our ass.
We can have one of our dudes run the money.
That's true. Actually, it's a good idea. But does he know their names? That's the thing. Because if he knows their names, he could do it, and we could just have one of your messengers go.
Okay, let's find out if he knows it. All
right, cool. Yeah. So I'll go back into the circle.
Step back into the zone of truth.
Tap myself back in. Okay. So do you know the names? Name of the priest? Actually, yeah. I just need the name of the priest to whom you spoke, who divined this with the Black Wolf.
Oh yeah, he'd give you their name. I don't have the name, but yeah.
Yeah,
Fine.
that's fine. Okay, cool. That's all I need. I'm gonna write the
Ugodi
name down.
priest. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll make arrangements later to send them like 200 gold or something like that.
Okay.
Which is obviously doesn't repay a debt, but I don't have like 8th level magics or whatever it is required to restore somebody from ash to life. So
Yeah, we don't have a couple of wish scrolls.
Yeah.
yeah, right. If I did, I would do that because like we're no longer murder hobos. We've learned in the past couple sessions. But however, I don't. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to convene with Talvo again.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, real quiet, like, so he doesn't hear.
Talvo never stepped back into the zone of truth. He was just.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't expect you to. You know, I said we don't need to kill him, but like I'm like whispering this because I don't want to hear. I want the guy to hear. Be like, do you think should we kill him? Like, he's gonna report back to the Black Wolf, find about our shenanigans, and you need to at some point. That's just one more poison-tipped arrow coming for you. You know. I don't know, but I mean, we could just keep him here. You know.
I just really wish you hadn't just gone off the hook and just tried to bash that guy's head in, man.
Well, alright, so morally there's no difference between what I did and getting them killed by the Boarman. However, perhaps should have been a little more tact in the way I I did that.
Thank you. That's
yeah.
I just wanted just a little admission. Just a little admission.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I did not do that the right
want
way.
to have to just bop both those guys in the back of the head because you fucked up. I don't sleep well knowing I had to just bonk those two guys, okay? They didn't do anything to us.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so alright. But anyway, do you think we should bonk him? Should we bonk this guy, keep him here? He's clearly got some skills if he was able to if you're pissed about his appearance. So maybe we can convert him back to his old murderous ways.
I feel like letting him go might come back to bite us. I think we should just let him hang out.
Let him hang out. Okay.
Let him hang out in the brig.
All right, fair enough. Okay, but I'm gonna go back. I can cast a spell.
However,
again.
I want one of my guys watching him at all times. I don't want him like lockpicking his way out and then just.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, so I'm gonna do a little deeper probing.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, where's the Black Wolf at this very moment?
And he's
a square mile.
Yeah, and he grits his teeth. He's like, I don't want to tell you, but you're probing. Let's see if he
This guy's a dumbass.
He doesn't resist.
He's not very wise.
Yeah, I mean, also 16 is just a pretty high, decent DC. Yeah, so he like is gritting his teeth, trying to resist. And but now you basically see an image of a map that him and the Black Wolf and the Black Wolf's other like teammates had been using to plan.
Oh wow! Okay.
And you're getting basically a memory of a few days ago when they were in a tent together, and they even have their own location marked. Yeah, you see the map. They are at least as far as this guy knows from his thoughts, they're in the same spot, right? It's possible in the past couple of days they moved. They are actually right outside the city, somewhere to the northwest.
Okay. Can I try to commit that map to memory?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. Roll me like a flat intelligence check. That's normally how I do that. Okay. Yeah, you're able to remember the big things, like they had a couple pins in different spots, yeah, it would you would also see, I'm trying to think if it would be this. Yeah, you actually also see in this guy's memory a couple other like small pins on the map that were coming from, that were right around here.
That village of
Yeah.
the Boarman territory? Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple pins there that seem to represent probably like other people working with the Black Wolf.
Okay.
You're not sure who just from this vision, but yeah, this memory image, but yeah. They're either going to or from.
Yeah, to or from that place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, Talvo, do you have anything else do you think we could ask him?
Well, did you relay that to me that there's other dudes nearby?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, when I come out to ask this of you, I'll relay to you everything that I learned from his head, from his mind. And
The guy looks at you and he's like, I don't even feel bad for trying to kill you now.
You have no idea what I plan to do, but
You dickhead!
No,
Yeah,
he's
but
pissed that you're literally probing his mind. He's like, you're basically intruding into his the inner part of his memory, right?
What'd you eat for breakfast?
But yeah, no, so because intruding in someone's mind is like, in a world where that is a thing you could do, that's not something that you just normally go and do, right? If you do that, you're making an enemy of that person, most likely.
That's fair.
Because you're basically degrading them in a sense.
I guess I could ask for anything, really.
Yeah, what's the first time you had sex? Oh, shit!
What are you into?
It's like you get a memory of him licking toes, and you're like, oh, God!
Turn it off and drop concentration.
That's awful.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Well, Talvo, do you have anything else that we should ask of him? Other like if this, I'm gonna whisper from this point. If this is, I see now, maybe he is not so willing to help us out, given that I've probed his mind for some of this intel.
You think the guy who shot a poison arrow at me doesn't want to help out? Oh, wow. Oh, shit. You probed his mind and that's what you found out? Oh my god, oh shit. You saw it out. Thanks, man.
You think
I hadn't even considered that.
You think the rogue who murdered 2 guards wouldn't be willing to, I don't know, give to charity? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, we could ask him, we could ask him anything. We could ask him for a location of a treasure trove or something. I don't imagine they do it for money. It seemed devout to me, and their head's a paladin anyway. But we could ask him literally anything. So do you have anything that I haven't already asked that I could before this spell runs out?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay.
However, so you got you know who this Black Wolf guy is now? Or at least what he looks like?
I don't know his name, but I know where he is, what he looks like, and how many people are with him.
I think we just tell Kerbach to watch out for this guy. I think we just
but what happens? What happens if we're up, investigating Wakur, or if we're in Falayan and something's going wrong, and then the Black Wolf shows up to help out our enemies? It's either we make peace with him or we kill him. It's gotta be. We can't just leave it be. And we've already asked a lot of the God Emperor lately with the contingent, or we've got Shot, the shaman. We've got 5,000.
Oh yeah, I forgot you Shot.
Yeah. I mean, if we really if we want to kill him, we could easily do so with this castle. And if we want to make peace with him, that will rely on our charisma checks. So we would have to see. But I don't know.
This guy seems a little culty. He seems a little culty. I don't think we're going to be able to talk our way out of this one.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's true. What with because
he's devoted his life to the Black Wolf.
Yeah, I wonder. You know what? I'm going to ask him how. I would walk back into the zone.
You don't have to be in the zone. He's in the zone.
I know, but it's a gesture of good faith, I guess. Were you hunted by the Black Wolf and decided to join up, or how did you get involved?
That's a good question. He would just tell you. He would basically tell you that he heard about what the Black Wolf was doing, and it was at a point in his life where he was reconsidering his own life choices and sought out the Black Wolf.
Were you reconsidering them because of you had your own moral disposition change, or because you realized that they existed and that they might come for you for your murders?
He's like, there's plenty of other dangers that have always been more pressing. You murder enough people, you start to regret them. Think about their families, the ones left behind.
Okay. Fair enough. I suppose I'm gonna drop concentration, and I'm gonna just have the guard put him back in his cell.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll keep the cell a little higher quality than the unoccupied ones. We'll give him some amenities, because he's gonna be a resident here for a while until we decide what to do with him.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Does that guy creep you out a little bit? Does that guy creep you out a little bit?
Yeah. And I mean, it's definitely a cult, but like, it's a cult of people. It's like a cult of paladins. It's a religion, I guess. You know, so.
Well, I mean, there's a religion, and you get to like shoot holy lasers, and then there's whatever the fuck that guy was on, dude.
I mean, is a crossbow bolt dipped in wyvern poison not a holy laser? You know.
No. It is not. It's literally not.
They'll both kill you.
Bestowed upon you by your deity,
right.
your
Fair.
patron.
That's fair. Yeah, I suppose we will see. We maybe I don't know. Maybe some months traveling with us.
Listen, man. You gotta see Helios. He got hit by one of them fucking things. He did not look great afterwards.
Really? Well, I mean, I can heal him. Let's go. You should have told me that before.
He's sleeping it off. He'll be fine.
Lecture me.
He's
sleeping it
He'll
off.
be fine.
Sleeping it off. All right. Okay.
But,
fair enough.
Jesus, man. And if you would have seen what it did to the guy I hit with it, holy fuck.
I did. He's right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Man looks like Iron Man before he gets the new chip.
I hit that guy.
The new
I hit
core.
that guy twice. I stabbed him once, and then I hit him with a bolt, and he fucking died.
Man, that's kind of crazy. Well, you know what? You have some of that stuff now, right? Like, we can buy some before we depart, which I actually think is a good idea.
Yep.
But you know, and yeah, let's. I'm gonna do that. Let's go now to an apothecary, both of us.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's have the Boarman give. Hey, you know what? I don't actually know. What should we do with the cleric's corpse? Served a kind of noble goal, you know. So I mean, we should bury him, right? Or can we have the Boarman like bring it to a mail service or something and like.
You want to mail the corpse back to the Black Wolf and be like, yeah.
No. If we were gonna do that, we would just fly over to the Black Wolf and drop him into the camp. But
fly over to the Black Wolf.
I was gonna like
from a rope.
I was gonna cremate him and mail him to his family or something, but. We can drop the. Yeah, you know what? Sure, let's keep the corpse. The Boarman, let's don't do anything.
Sure.
I don't want this corpse stinking up.
No, okay, no. Here, your Boarman shaman shot. He can. There's a spell. I can't remember what it's called. There's like a low level spell that prevents bodies from rotting. That most.
Yeah, I know.
And he as like a decent level shaman, he could do that for you guys.
It still seems really weird to keep the corpse of somebody we killed just hanging around.
Well, hold on, chill. I have an idea. You know.
Okay.
Gentle repose.
That's it. Yeah, gentle repose.
All right, so yeah, so what we're gonna can't become undead either. So I mean, there goes that plan. But so All right, Talvo, we're going to go. I have an idea. We're going to go buy poison. We're going to tip our ballista bolts in it along the castle walls. We are going to find the Black Wolf, and we are going to end his camp. We're gonna end him. This is a good idea. Do you think this is a good idea?
That seems a little extreme. I don't think we can murder our way out of a situation we got into by murdering. I don't think that's a good idea. I think all we're gonna do is piss off a bigger fish.
It's possible, but I don't. This is no longer just senseless killings. If we like, between you and me, we're going to hell. You know, so like these, we will be pursued by this group. I think
I'm trying to end slavery and I'm going to hell?
Well, you also tossed a bomb into a crowd, and I tried to murder 2 people who were our allies.
I would like to point out, before I tossed the bomb into the crowd, what did I do? How did I obtain that bomb?
I was targeting our mutual enemy, who is our enemy because of you. Because it was your idea to beat the Duchess into giving us the location of the wellspring. Not to point fingers, because I'm just as shitty, but you know, neither of us are blameless here. This is a good session because Helios is not here to be the little innocent baby boy.
Yeah. So are you guys discussing this? I'm assuming you guys are discussing this as you're about to go out into the town.
Yeah, I'm buying poison.
Yeah, we're
across
the bridge.
Well, as you're
no, you're a dickhead.
As you're kind of like leaving the flying castle, you hear the strumming of an instrument, or plucking, I guess, of a lyre.
A lyre?
That's what Helios plays, right?
No, he plays a viol.
Oh, a viol. He plays a viol.
But
yeah,
you do
right.
know someone who plays a lyre, and you see them actually as you kind of like walk out of the little gate, right? They're like sitting on like a rock that's right on the edge of the floating island part, right? And they're sitting there plucking the lyre or strumming the lyre. I don't know. A lyre is it's like a mini harp, but I don't know if you pluck it or strum it. Either way,
is this Riley, the feisty halfling?
It is Riley, the halfling. Right. And he's looking at you. He like stops and looks up at you. He's like, oh, there you guys are.
Did you hear that? Did you hear all that?
He's like, nah, I don't give a shit about that. It sounds like religious bullshit. Hey, listen. I went and checked on Helios while you guys were doing all that stuff. I fellow musicians gotta watch out for each other. He's not feeling so good right now, but he asked me. Well, he said I should go with him to inspect the bow if you guys are gonna do that, right?
That's fair. Fair enough.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I ain't got nothing going on. I want to dig into the city. I've been here a few times before, actually. I know my way around the streets all right, I would say.
You want to ride my shoulders? Boarman are pretty tall.
Oh man, come on, bro. That's harsh. You can't say that.
He's like, ooh, I'm good, Captain, but you know.
Captain. All right. Cool. Captain.
Okay. Yeah, you guys don't really have a.
Talvo
leans out. Okay, little buddy, let's go.
Don't we want to keep this guy in the group, right? We don't want him to kill us in our sleep for being racist.
He doesn't seem like he seems like he doesn't really care. He's the type of halfling.
Nice to him.
He's the type of halfling who will he'll roast you guys later when he thinks of a response, right?
True. I feel that.
He's like, right. It'd be like when Talvo says the thing about like the Boarmen are pretty big. He's like, it's fine. I got a prick to match theirs, so. He's like, unlike you, I've seen you when you're pissing, Talvo. You ain't got much down there, you know. And then he just chuckled, like slap Talvo in the butt, and then start walking. And he's like, oh, is there gonna be danger when wherever we're going? I want there to be some spicy stuff, you know?
Oh, it's possible. Based on what happened last night.
Oh, there'll be good songs to be written about this.
Oh, you bet.
Is there any chance
You know
my
what? Before
rapier is
we
ready yet?
go, I'm gonna run back into the castle because I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, we can take a quick little break here before you guys head out into the city. So this works.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's good.
I will return shortly.
Yeah, we'll take a quick little break. And we'll be back. Let's go, chat. It's just you and me. Ooh! Okay.
I assume it's
are
like,
back.
you know, like mid-morning right now. I would
Yeah, this would be in mid-morning, you know, like 10 a.m. or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Bustling
and
markets.
yeah, so yeah, Riley will kind of hang out with you guys, and here's what I was thinking: is I'm literally I didn't make a character sheet for him. It's literally I'm just gonna literally use. Oh God, okay, hold on, I did fuck up the cameras. Let me fix them.
Dumbo.
Oh no.
Yeah, they look fine to me. Oh, maybe they're off.
They're just off center. Yeah, I'll work on that. Okay, but anyways, though, so the oh God. So so Riley's gonna go with you, and Riley is I literally decided, I was like, I don't feel like making a character sheet. He's literally just gonna use the exact same stats of Helios. And then if he does better than Helios on rolls and stuff, then you guys can make fun of him next time. Be like, oh, we got a new bard.
Yeah.
and it'll be a little rivalry potentially. Anyways, but no, all in good fun. But so anyways.
Pop Duncan out in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, no, you can. There you go. So
yeah, we're gonna stop at the apothecaries on the way to our Aisplic bow.
yeah, exactly. So, and as you're going, Riley's like commenting on things he sees around. He's very talkative. In fact, he literally breaks out into song at one point, just like coming up with it on the spot. And it seems like he's actually he's pretty talented with that. Let's roll in a second. Let me roll and see how good he is. So let me oh, here's something funny. Okay, I have an idea. Hold on, I have an idea. It's gonna be really fun. Okay, hold on.
Talvo is cool. Talvo is great. He's so good I want to masturbate.
Damn.
Oh my God. No, here's what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up. So like I said, he's literally just gonna, at least for now, if I actually make a sheet for him, he's not actually gonna be as high level as Helios. But for now, as a stand-in bard, he's gonna use the same exact stats and rolls to see if he has better luck than Helios, because Helios has not had the best luck when it comes to like attacks and stuff. Assuming you guys actually have any fights or anything. Let's see. And also for stuff like this, because we're gonna see. Okay,
He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got a decent little thing. Let's see if I can. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now it's gonna show his name. So there's Riley the halfling. Anyways, so you guys start to head through the city, and so we don't have to role play out these encounters. You're just gonna basically be looking for, you're gonna be looking for what exactly? Poison?
Well, any apothecary shop.
So wyvern poison.
To coat ballista bolts, maybe a lot of places.
Well, so the way it normally works is that one vial of poison can be used to coat 3 pieces of normal ammunition. So instead, I'm just going to say it's 1-to-1 for ballista bolts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's a normal vial is 3 arrows or bolts, normal bolts, or 1 weapon coated in it. So instead, you can have 1 ballista bolt, the head of the ballista bolt covered in it. So
okay, so that actually, you know what? That raises the question. What I don't remember what the stats of the ballista were when they were used against us. What are they now? If we were to have our minions shoot and use it.
So it would be the same rules as before, which was, the formula. I can just type in chat. The attacks I was using, I remember, were 1d20 plus 6 is the attack roll. So to put it in perspective, what are your guys' attacks bonuses? Plus 8 or 9 at this point?
Yes.
Or
so
8
so it's not much worse than you guys, right? So that's not terrible. Plus 6 is not that bad, right? That means that that means that an AC of 16, an armor class of 16 is about 50-50, right? So to hit or miss. And then the damage would be 3d10, which is what it was against you guys too. 3d10 for a normal bolt, and then if you if you had poison coating the tip, that's another 76, right? So we can actually, let's do a test roll to see, like, what, I don't know what the average is, but if we just test it, right, it's going to be somewhere 30s, 40s amount of damage. Pretty good.
I mean, look at all those 2s and 3s.
Yeah, the average.
It's not a great roll. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is what I would say. Something like this on a castle right now, that's the stats. If one of you guys wants to write that down, actually, it'd be good.
Yeah.
In the future, you guys could upgrade the ballistae, right? That is something you could totally upgrade to get better damage on. But that's going to be more long-term, pretty expensive, right?
And I mean, I'm sure after like a couple encounters, our ballista men would get just a little bit better.
Exactly, that too, right?
Yeah, I suppose if we train them specifically for it, yeah.
Yeah, as your castle starts getting more experience as a fighting force, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, as far as the poison, I will say to find any, you're gonna need to actually roll. You could get one guaranteed from like a. Well, it probably wouldn't be from an apothecary. It'd be like a collector, actually, like a probably like an exotic animal collector who has like exotic animal parts and stuff, and including wyvern poison. Right, wyverns are kind of an exotic creature.
Something I was thinking of doing was like seeing if we could, if not get just straight wyvern poison, just commission some poison from an apothecary.
Okay.
I feel like that's something. Maybe not. We wouldn't go and ask Kerbach himself, but
Yeah.
I was there walking the castle like, hey, we're looking for.
So
Bless you.
this is something where normally like a poison of that type is going to be something you find in like a black market somewhere. So what I actually want to do is I want Talvo to make me a. You can choose either an investigation check or a persuasion check, depending on whether you want to like. Basically, the idea is. Normally you wouldn't have any issue finding this, but the problem is actually that the fact that you're so well regarded in this city, ironically, it's like the opposite problem from normal. In this situation, you are like regarded as like national heroes that, any like rogue is going to be hesitant to deal with you guys because they are going to be like, oh shit, the government might catch on to me. Like they basically view you as an arm of Kerbach at this point, right? So.
Okay. But,
So
I mean,
so it's actually you're trying to lower yourself.
as a little bit of an aside, I would like to say my dudes were hanging out here for a
Yeah.
good few weeks, so they probably would have made some connections. Like
That's true. So I'll give you an advantage because of that, because of the connection you do have. But you're still gonna have to find someone. So it's either gonna be advantage persuasion to persuade information about this from someone. Okay, yeah, there you go. And yeah, like I said, you'll be able to find one that's above the table, like from a exotic animal parts collector or something, right? And then you could probably, with that persuasion, I'm gonna say you could find two more that were kind of just being held onto by a couple different rogue groups in the city, and they're like, yeah, we don't really need them if you pay us the right price, and they'll give you a good price. Yeah. So the price, that brings us to that. What is the price going to be for these, right? So the DM guide price is 1,200 gold, which is a lot. It's not actually going to be that much here because, again, in this part of the world, gold is...
and whatnot.
That is part of it, and also gold is just worth a lot more in this part of the world. So instead, it's going to be 500 gold per vial. So if you want to buy 3 vials, it's pretty expensive, but it's a lot of damage at once, right? These are normally things that are used in high-profile assassinations.
Okay.
Also,
So you said
I'll say 300 gold each. I think 500 is still a little too high.
Okay. So.
And they did quote us a couple hundred for the bow, right? If I remember right.
Oh, we're not there yet. Oh, yeah. But
They didn't.
I just want to I don't want.
They didn't tell you. They said a few hundred, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure we don't spend too much.
No, we'll have more than enough if we buy all 3 vials.
Okay.
In fact, that'll bring us to 39.50 if we buy all 3. So yeah, let's purchase all 3 vials.
Okay, yeah.
Wyvern poison.
Yeah. It's yeah.
And the way I think, okay, so I have one already.
That's 4 we have.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
say.
he got one off the body, or not the body. The living dude actually had another one. Your prisoner.
I would say I'm gonna coat 3 arrows off rip. hold on to one bottle.
Well,
And I think we should make 2 ballista bolts.
so the poison only, you have to do it. It only lasts a minute. You have to do it.
Okay.
You have to do it like right before you're about to use it.
Yeah, because it just
So-
rips off.
Yeah, so
I
for
guess.
the ballistae, that would be fine, right? You have the guardsmen who run the ballistae. One of them each would just hold on to it for safekeeping, right?
Yeah.
And then
I think we should hold on to it until we're ready to use it.
okay.
But also, I think if it's the same amount of damage coding, or if it's the same effect coding one weapon for one
That's
strike or one ballista bolt for one
true.
strike versus 3 of your 28 to hit,
Yeah.
you know, I think it might be beneficial to allow, or to just like save them for you over time. But if we're going for one high-profile target, then we could have Helios do Fairy Fire, and then have all the ballista aim at him with this poison, because then we could stack on like 100+ damage all in one turn.
Riley hears you talking about Helios. Like, hey, why do you think Helios do that? I can do that. I do fire. I do fairy fire better than Helios. I bet you. I bet you.
Honestly, the one time he's done it, he's failed. So
Let's
I
say-
bet you too.
I saw a fighting ring over there. Let's go over there right now. I'll show you how good my fairy fire is.
What's Fairy Fire do again, really quick? Is that just like a debuff?
It gives advantage for
Yeah.
attackers.
It basically
Okay.
gives a glowing outline to the enemies, so you see where they are easily.
You get walls.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So it's like
Alright.
seeing an enemy on the camera in Siege.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
literally, yeah.
It's like- yeah.
That's why I said you get walls.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go to the fighting ring. I want to see this.
Okay, yeah. Do you want to go in the fighting ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's.
I want to see what Riley's posting about first, but then yeah. Sure.
Well, he's like, okay, well, one of you guys got to go in there. I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm not fighting.
Oh, of course. Yeah, all right.
I'll go in unarmed.
Okay, yeah.
This is like one of the.
I'll go in. I'll go in right now. Let's go.
Yeah, well, you guys can do a 2v2. There'll be like there's actually a duo in the fighting ring now. It's like this is just a fighting ring, like a little boxing ring, right? That you'd see
Yeah,
just in like the
unarmed.
yeah,
the
just
boxing mini game in The Witcher. You know?
yeah, exactly, yeah.
So we
Yeah.
do we get to bet on ourselves? Is there a purse?
Do you want to? The dude there is like, oh, look at these two, and then someone's like, oh, those are the guys who, Kurbak, the God Emperor himself. They're his friends, and so people are like, oh shit. Now one of the guys.
Challenge us. Minimum 100 gold.
There's actually a really buff human next to his Boarman fighting partner, and the human is like, yeah, you guys don't look so tough. Boarman, celebrities or not, I don't care. I'll fight you. And the other Boarman is like, yes, I'd like to see what the God Emperor's men are like.
All right. What you putting down, my dude?
There's like a dude who kind of runs the fights. He's like, you hear that? They want the bets on, and they start immediately. Odds start getting thrown around, bets start getting placed, and if you guys want to bet on yourself, these guys are like pretty tough and are clearly well known in this area, this neighborhood, and this like fighting ring kind of scene. But you guys are also pretty well known now. So the bets actually end up. You guys look a little scrawnier than these guys, right? But these guys look like bodybuilders, basically. But
I'd say
So we have to like go. Actually, you go ahead first.
I think we both put down 50 gold. I think that sounds pretty good.
Oh yeah, they're.
People will
I'm gonna
show.
yeah.
So I was gonna say they're gonna match you 1-to-1. So 50 gold.
All right.
So if you put down 50 and they put down 50, you could win that. So
How much would I have to put down to max them out?
this is like an area that has like, it's mostly just like kind of like construction workers, warehouse workers, right? It's not, they don't have a ton of spending money right now, so
Yeah.
they would probably be able to match only like 50 from each of you probably.
All right, that's okay. Sounds about
Well, I
right.
would say 50 for the two of us. I would think 100 seems.
100 gold is like a
Okay,
yearly
yeah, we'll say 25
wage.
each then, yeah.
Okay, so I'll take that out of the.
Okay,
Yeah, put
Yeah.
it in the floating fund.
and so so then
Gold, 50 gold.
Yeah, they-
So hold on. What is? I don't want to. Sorry, before we
No, you-
begin. Are we like obviously you're taking off armor? Or not? Or are we not taking off armor? What are they wearing? Is it just free for all bare knuckles, or what do we do? What's the
they would,
process?
yeah, they don't have any armor on, so it's just a fist fight, right? It's not, it's not even to knock each other out. It's just to basically, it's just wrestling, so
All right, fair
or
enough.
boxing. So
All right, well then, yeah. So we'll get in the ring and give Riley the old The old thumbs up.
Okay.
I feel like this is gonna go terribly. I feel like it's a very obvious spell.
As as you guys kind of like just start looking at each other, the Boarman is like, "Give me the elf," and I'm imagining
Let's go, big boy.
this reminds me.
Let's go.
I'm reminded. This is like the fight in Hades with Theseus and the Minotaur. Except it's a boar dude instead of I guess it's similar to a bull dude almost, but the Boarman and so the thing rings and the Boarman just starts charging. He's charging in a way where he's clearly not going to gore you, but he's going to try to headbutt you. And Talvo, the guy on your side, is kind of like stepping forward a little more cautiously. What I want is an acrobatics check from Adau to dodge, or okay, well actually no, you have options. You could try to dodge to the side, or you can try to just meet him head on.
I want to try to grab his tusks and redirect him onto the ground.
Okay, I think that would be. I say that in athletics. I think athletics works for that. So roll me an athletics check.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So he's gonna win that one. At the same time, we'll get to that in a second. Oh, my food just got.
Riley the halfling.
Yeah. At the same time, I want Talvo. This guy's letting you make the first move. So what is your play?
Oh, Talbo's definitely gonna try and just, Ali, duck and weave and just,
Okay. Roll me.
fade him out and get him.
Yeah. Roll me. Actually, you know what? I think that makes sense to do a a sleight of hand check, honestly, because I think that's dexterity based, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So dexterity based sleight of hand, to basically be sleight of basically, can you fake him out?
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
Just be the 13. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's gonna try to just dodge out of the way of your quick punches and quick maneuvers here. So for this guy, he's not actually super dexterous, the human. So you actually do manage to get a few light hits, nothing heavy, right? But you get a few light jabs in. And he's like, ugh, yeah. So Talvo kind of wins his first engagement. With Adau, the dude actually does manage to kind of headbutt into your gut, and it's like, ooh, it hurts. I mean, obviously, again, you guys aren't fighting to death. It's just but he does kind of knock you back a few feet, and so you kind of feel a little winded after that. And let me go grab my food. This is fun. I always like doing these little kind of informal fight practice sparring things. So yeah, let me right back. Hold on.
You can literally see the shadow of his delivery driver outside.
I just saw him walk away. Oh, that's awesome. Man. So,
I assume this is probably gonna be a best of 3 check scenario or something.
probably. Yeah. I hope the fairy fire kicks in for my advantage. And I hope these guys have never seen it before.
Yeah, the whole point was that they were trying to test out Riley's fairy fire.
Mm-hmm.
And if we get our ass beat, Talvo has already got a zinger to hit Riley with.
What is it?
On the,
We'll
I've got my nose. So, first little, bout here, we could say. Adau kind of got hit a little bit on his, but Talvo came out ahead in his. So, what next? What's the next play from both of you?
I'm gonna see Adau lose his first bout. I'm gonna try to disengage from my man and kind of blindside the dude that hit him.
Alright, yeah. Meanwhile, Adau, what are you gonna do? Because you can't coordinate super quickly.
So, okay, so Boarman's head is
He's kind of pushing you back, yeah.
He's just headbutted me. Okay, so he's still pushing me along with his head. I'm still going with, I guess I'll try to elbow him on the top of the head. I'll bring the elbow down on it to try make him lose his balance. Unless he's grabbing me, in which case... Well, is he grabbing me, wrap his arms around my waist?
but you can still try to just go bam.
Yeah.
Pound him off you.
Yeah. Make him uncoordinated, I suppose.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do then. The human guy, your human opponent, that was kind of fighting Talvo, is gonna try to stop Talvo, try to intervene, basically try to grapple you. So roll me a acrobatics check to kind of dodge around him first. This is what he's doing. His turn is basically going to be spent trying to stop you.
It's all 13.
Yeah. And this guy...
Yeah, we have rolled 13.
I just realized I'm still rolling as Riley. No, sorry.
Riley.
Yeah. You actually still managed to slip by him. He was actually trying to use his strength to just tackle you. You managed to sidestep that. And then Talvo, you do manage to actually go to like boom and like kind of hit the side of the Boarman, knocking him off balance, which gives Adau advantage. So if you want to roll athletics with advantage.
All right.
Look at that. Good, you had advantage. And the dude is basically going to try to hold on. So, he actually rolls. Wow. So, even though Talvo assisted you and gave you a good chance, this Boarman he's big and he's strong. He's holding on to you, still pushing you back. You're actually in the crowd now. We pushed out. It's at this.
Talvo's gonna watch this and just scream out, "Where's my fucking fairy fire?"
Oh man.
At this point, Riley's like, "Oh shit! I couldn't see. I was trying to look around people." And you hear a strum. you hear a strum on the lyre. And all of a sudden, your opponents both light up. This is something everyone can see, by the way. It's like, look at each other like, "Hey, what the hell? You're cheating!" And like, there's yells from other people in the crowd, being like, "What the fuck is this?" This actually shocks them so much that the Boarman like looks at himself, lets go in shock. It's like, "Hey, and he's going to try to punch you, Adau, so it'll be another contested check. You can contest with athletics or acrobatics.
I'll do athletics. And he's lit up now? The spell was successful?
Yeah, so you have advantage too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Even though these aren't literally attack rolls, we'll say for this purpose,
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where you basically, the idea is, since you use athletics instead of acrobatics, it's not so much you're dodging, you're basically like putting up your fist and blocking, right? And you do this, you block, and then actually even manage to have enough of a window to go bam and get a punch in on him. What about Talvo? This human is kind of running at you from behind, but you could keep focusing on the Boarman if you want.
No, I definitely saw that I gave Adau like the room he needed, and I'm just gonna like pivot and try to just like catch this guy who I know is running after me, because I've already gotten out of his range. I know he's gonna be coming at me full tilt. Come around, just trying to clock him right in the jaw as he comes in.
Okay, I would say that's an athletics check. So if you want to do athletics, with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. Yep.
All right.
This guy's not very dexterous. He's gonna try to duck under as he's running. Let's see. He does manage to duck under. So, I'm gonna say, at this point, the Boarman has been a little hurt, but a little beat up, a little bruised and battered. So is Adau. Talvo's looking fine, but this dude does manage. He doesn't actually like hit you hard. He does charge, kind of ducks under your thing, and kind of like shoulders you, Talvo. Yeah. But it's not enough to really hurt you that much or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what's the next play?
Oh, Talvo is definitely gonna try some bullshit like judo move, like just like take it, kind of like spin, just like toss him, like use his own momentum against him.
I'd let an acrobatics work for that. With advantage too, so absolutely you can do that.
Oh god, this guy goes into the fucking crowd.
So he's definitely not going to be able to contest that, but I'm going to see how close he gets. So you beat him by over 10. So he does manage to kind of like hold on a little bit, so he's not going to be completely like just out of it. But you still manage to kind of flip him to the side. He goes like, "Oh god!" And he kind of like bowls into a bunch of like bystanders who are
like
watching
that
it.
One scene from Sherlock Holmes, where it's
Discombobulate.
Oh,
Yeah, just come
yeah.
by me, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, Adau?
I want to gauge the crowd's thoughts about what has just happened. Is it just the fighters who are annoyed because they don't know what's going on, or do people
No, there's a
know
lot of
what's
people
going
have
on?
money on this, man. They were
You can roll an insight check if you want.
Yeah, I would like to.
Yeah, it becomes clear to you that if you... it becomes clear to you that, like, whatever happens, there's probably going to be some angry people at this point.
Yeah, okay.
Take the dive and let me beat them both.
I just ragdoll. No, I'm not gonna ragdoll. But I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be known in this town, the one place where we have a favorable reputation. The cheaters. We're rich as fuck and we're cheating on a fight for 20 gold. I don't want to be known as for that. So I guess I think we should dive because it's not the money's nothing to us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll contest the Boarman, whatever he does next, but I'm going to intentionally just fail.
Okay, yeah. What I'd like then is, why don't we have you do like a performance check, actually?
Yeah.
You're gonna put on a good show. Okay, so basically you're gonna make it look like you're trying, but then let him basically tap you out, essentially.
Yeah, so even whatever happened, somehow we still lost.
Mm-hmm.
You lost. I haven't.
Well, so at this point, it's just Talvo versus the Boarman. The Boarman kind of turns around, expecting to see his friend beating up Talvo. He's like, where is the dude? And then he's like, like just charges at Talvo.
Oh, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna like try to grab his tusks and use. I'm gonna yeet him too.
Alright, yeah, make me another acrobatics check with advantage. Okay. He is gonna see, let's see. He comes a little close to contesting you, but not close enough. As, in his case, it's less of like a whole fling, more of just like he like bowls into the crowd, like, oh shit, like he can't stop himself in time. And he does bowl into the crowd, accidentally hits someone with his tusks, not enough to actually seriously hurt them. But you definitely hear a cry of pain from someone who was an onlooker, right? And then like, oh, and then they just collapse, right?
And then I want to be like, yo, what the heck? He just hit a crowd member. I want to take away from the fact that we cheated to him just attacking a random civilian. Surely one of those is a greater crime than the other.
Roll me, I'm gonna say, roll me a deception check, because even though you're not lying about that, you're trying to cover something up, right?
Yeah. That's not with advantage.
No, just normal. Pretty good. You know, the minds of these people was immediately shifted as soon as the fight ended. They someone else in the crowd who is clearly not very familiar with magic is like, I bet they lit themselves up to try and distract the others. Like they think it was a benefit to them. And immediately someone's like, shut up, that's not how it works. And they punch the other person who just said that. And it just starts descending into chaos as there's like a brawl breaking out around you. You see Riley going like, oh, with his lyre, like work his way towards you guys. And he comes up, he's like, should we go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Talvo. Grab the purse. And then
Yeah, I'm gonna slip over to the bookie and be like,
yeah, they're just like, I don't know, man, just take it. And then, yeah. And at this point, you guys can just slip away into the crowd. Well then.
Alright, cool.
That's funny. Yeah, as soon as you guys were like, oh, we're gonna go, let's test it here, and then you bet money, I was like, oh god, that's not gonna go over well when the fairy fire happens.
I realized what we had done. I was like, oh, this is not a good idea. But, it's alright.
hey man.
We should have bet against ourselves and then lost anyway. But, alright, so, it definitely worked. Good job, Riley. I
You know what?
commend you for your service.
Let's tip Riley.
Yeah,
Half
here's
of what we won.
Yeah, how
Half of what
much?
we won.
Half.
So,
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Pass out. Here's 25 gold.
Fine. Yeah. That sounds good.
So,
I'm gonna look up at the sun. Like, oh, we need to be getting to that meeting.
yeah, I mean,
It's what it's at, like, it's like mid-afternoon now, because you spent a few hours, like, investigating to find those vials of poison, right? So.
Yeah.
all right, but yeah, so let's definitely go head to there.
Go
and
meet
see what's going
Balo,
on.
I believe his name was.
Yep, Balo. Balo the Boarman. So, you guys start heading that way, and yeah. Eventually you do make it to the part of the city they had told you to go to. They basically told you it was like some, just kind of like some old part of the city that's,
Do I get to pick up my rapier on the way there, or is it not done?
Yeah, I'll say that it's about done now. That works.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But wait, you also had your bow though, right?
Yeah.
Bow's not done yet. Rapier, it's probably the same person doing both because there's not a ton of enchanters
I
in the
assume
city.
it was like a workshop we just took.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
So,
Korvac,
yeah, rapier's done.
Who's the cool blacksmith in town?
Yeah. They honestly they could lend you like a normal bow as a replacement while they're working on it.
Okay.
Rental bow.
I'll take a loaner.
Yeah. So that works. So you have at least a normal bow. And yeah. You guys head over to this spot that you've been told to go to. They told you basically, I don't remember exactly what they told you, but it was like, they said it was like basically in like some ruins, like this old part of the city, kind of tucked away in like underneath the city, right? In like off some like sewers, basically. And when you go to the spot where you've been told to meet, it's on like the corner of these streets somewhere on this plaza. You actually see Sammy, the guy who had originally been there, and he's like, "Oh wait, over here." When you come up, he's like, "Where's the boyfriend? Did your boyfriend get turned into a hat?" Oh no, that doesn't make sense.
Possible. That is actually what happened. Yeah.
Have you heard
real,
of this cantrip called
turn of events.
prestidigination? Prestidigination?
All for English? No, but that would be a tough. That's like Korvac using prestidigitation might be able to turn somebody. Into a
No.
blind man.
I like this idea even better. Let's run it at him straight, like just act like he was a halfling the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, you're right in a way. He's always been a halfling. Just he turned himself into a Boarman for more tips. You know.
Yeah, I
in
mean,
the city of
we're
Korvac.
in the Boarman capital city.
Yeah, we gotta be thrifty. You know.
Boarmen are little, you know.
He's not buying it. That was an insight check.
Alright, fair enough.
He doesn't buy it. He realizes you just fucked with him. He's like, yeah, whatever. Come on, let's just go. But yeah. And yeah, like, even the first time he has met with him the day before, this guy Sam, he seems like kind of like a little bit of a nervous fellow, and he definitely seems nervous here as he's leading you down a staircase that's kind of tucked away in an alleyway into like the sewers, basically, or an area of like old ruins, basically. And as he kind of like heads down this little like tunnel, he's like, yeah, no one messes with us down here. We'll have, it'll be private all to us.
I don't like that.
I do. We have decent
No! I run a thieves guild. I know that the easiest thing in the world to do is to lure a mark where no one will hear them scream.
No, that's all right. It's all right. We're good.
So yeah, he leads you down, and you actually go around a couple corners. Again, it's like you're pretty sure now that you're looking at it, like some parts of this place have been used as sewers, but some parts are actually more like old catacombs.
I would like to commit each turn to memory, so that I know where I've come from.
Yep.
Talvo is Talvo is used to like navigating under. Do you know why pirates used to wear eye patches?
Yeah, for like
Yes.
night vision, basically.
Yeah, and so he's used to navigating underneath deck and just having to, memorize all the little crooks and corners and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's one of those things where they, it's not that far. It's like literally just like 2 minutes walk.
Okay.
But it's also one of those things that, unless you knew it was here, you wouldn't think to really look, right? So you reach this kind of doorway. It's like, yeah, boss is in here. And he motions for you guys to enter. And you actually hear some talking on the other side. And when the door opens, you actually see that Balo, this is clearly an old like tomb. Like the rest of this have been crypts. This is like, this is like a tomb of like someone more notable, apparently. Although whoever it is not really revered anymore.
I hate everything about this.
And so there's like kind of up on like a raised area, an old sarcophagus, but it's kind of funny. This is clearly like a thieves' den. There is like barrels of stolen shit and just like sacks of coin and other stuff actually just kind of like lying on top of sarcophagi and stuff like that, right? A couple other actually like branching little chambers go off of this room, but they clearly don't lead anywhere else. They're just like, they got little chambers.
Talvo immediately becomes unsettled when he sees a sack of coin. If there's one thing you do when you are trying to barter a trade deal, is you don't bring them into your fucking bank.
That's a good point, because then
if you're a thief dealing with another thief, you don't show them where you keep your cash. That's dumb as fuck.
Okay.
So, in light of that, how many people are here? And how many sacks of coins are there?
So you actually see there is Balo, so the, again, kind of like oddly proportioned, weird-looking Boarman. There is also someone he's talking to, another just like shady-looking, thief-looking dude. You can also like you can see that there's definitely been more than that number of people here, but that's all that's in the room. And then there's Sammy, who is kind of bringing up the rear, closing the door behind you guys.
Do any of them, like, are they all like fully like covered? All their skin is covered up?
So actually, roll me a perception check. This is.
All right.
I guess. Well, yeah. Since you're asking specifically, I'll just say for you, I won't make Talvo roll as well, because yeah. Well, like, what are you looking for specifically? Really, I guess is the question.
Tattoo.
Well, like I said.
Oh,
Talvo's a little like jeeved out right now, so. Like, maybe he would just be, like, looking around like, I'm not liking this.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking for, like,
Okay, yeah. So you're looking, if you're going to do that, why don't you also roll me a perception check? But you guys are each looking at different things right now, right?
Yeah, I'm not liking this. Is very shady. And I've been the guy on the other end of this shady situation, so.
Mm-hmm, yeah, no, I totally get it.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Give me a second here.
This is the most normal situation you've ever been in your life.
There's a cake on the table. They're happy to see us.
Yeah, exactly. No, but they like, you don't see any obvious traps as far as like mechanisms or anything. Like there's no it's not like there's a boulder hanging above your heads or anything. No,
Look at that before.
like
cool chandelier.
These guys don't really seem that. And the other thing is, like, this would be, if you wanted more deep than this, I would probably do a insight check. But just at a surface level, you're looking at their like faces and stuff. Do they look like they are up to anything? They seem like decently unfazed by anything here. So any of the situation. So.
Is this one of the situations where the players are being overly cautious?
Yeah, I think we might be.
But so then let's see. Do they have any tattoos?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're specifically looking for.
Yeah.
They probably do, but not any like They have different tattoos on each of them, right?
Anything that would be related to the signs related to Thieves' Camp?
Oh, that's a good
No.
question. Yeah. I can't read Thieves' Camp, and you
Yeah.
you weren't looking for
Yeah,
tattoos.
my roll sucks.
So yeah.
Yeah, but well, yeah. I will say though, Duncan, you do see. You're just kind of looking at the dude that's next to Ballo. It's another human actually. We'll say. Let's see. We've had. We'll say it's a dwarf actually. We'll say it's a dwarf. The dwarf is.
We are underground.
The dwarf is like very, very hairy. And like when I say that, like all dwarves are hairy, but this dwarf specifically is like, he's got like a lot of like just chest hair coming out of all his shirt and like underneath his armpits. You just see it coming out. He has like,
It's braided.
yeah. These guys, I will say Talvo, without even like, this is something that's easily perceptible. They all are wearing armor, but that's not necessarily like a red
Yeah,
flag,
I
right?
mean-
Yeah, so.
It's a drug exchange, basically. Everyone's become a little strapped.
So, let's see. So yeah, you guys, so Sammy kind of closes the door behind you. You guys can take a couple steps forward. Ballo kind of puts down whatever he was looking at, he was looking at a ledger or something, I don't know, or some sort of note. And the guy that was next to him, this dwarf, just kind of stands back. Ballo steps forward and is like, "How much money did you bring?" Oh, Riley, by the way, is with you guys too. Riley's like, "Oh, this is weird."
I would like put my hand on Adau's shoulder. Like, let me handle this.
Yeah, all right. I don't know how much you were quoted for, so you go ahead.
Well, we didn't bring. I don't think we brought anything with us. This is.
You guys were just gonna like check out the thing, right? Appraise
yeah,
it.
Yeah, we wanted Helios to cast Identifier before we got like scammed.
That's oh yeah.
Okay, so what would you
that.
say then?
You got the shit.
He's like, "What do you have to offer?" Again, I'm not gonna show you it just for nothing, unless I know there's things on the table.
I got a fucking flying castle. You think I don't got money?
Yeah, we have enough.
He nods. He's like studying your person. He like, looks at your rapier. He's like, "What about that rapier? Looks pretty nice."
It is pretty nice. What about the fucking bow I came here for?
I mean, we could just exchange the rapier for it.
No. This is my family heirloom. Are you crazy?
He looks at it.
I stole this from my dad and then commanded a pirate legion across the Mediterranean.
He looks at Adau and he's like, "I've heard that you normally walk around with that thing," and he points at your build, your weapon, right? Because I'm assuming you have that on your back or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "I've heard you always walk around with that too. Looks like a pretty nice one."
It's
You
up-
invited
it's up
us
for-
here to look at the bow and buy it. Are you gonna do that, or should I just get on?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can discuss the.
Like, I'm
the
not.
price
I'm not
after
looking
we
to
see it and
barter.
know what
Yeah,
it is.
He kind of like looks to the side at the dwarf and then looks back at you guys, and then he just calls out. He's like, "Sammy, you got the door?"
I cast silence.
Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna prevent what he just said from like, you know.
Oh yeah, that's all right. But I cast silence centered on him. And,
Okay.
I take off full sprint towards him.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't like what he just said.
And do you look at Sammy instinctively? I imagine before you do that to see if the way is okay. Talvo, I'm gonna say Talvo probably is looking like, "Oh shit, what's going on?"
Yeah,
Talvo,
definitely.
you look behind you, Talvo, and Sammy again, who's just like a normal like human dude. His body is changing shape.
Oh fuck.
And we'll get
Skinwalker.
we'll get to what that means in a second. But hold on, we're gonna go to initiative. Don't roll yet. I gotta put you guys out here.
We knew this was coming.
So then,
I'm gonna go pee while you're.
okay, yeah, this is actually, yeah, that's it. This is actually fairly tight quarters. Hold on. Oh, you know what I need to do? I thought I had this map set up, but I forgot one thing. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use. Oh, fuck me. Really? Oh, God damn it. Okay, that's fine. That's vision.
Silence was a stupid spell to cast. But I'll just kill him the normal way, I guess.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, now I gotta start getting. Sorry. I forgot. I set this thing up, but then I forgot to actually turn on the settings for like dynamic lighting and everything.
Oh.
Hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, God, what the fuck was that? That was weird. Okay. Hold on. There's Riley. I found a little halfling token, that'll work. And then... Bruh. What are these tokens? What is this? There's a token that's a South Park character. Because it like pulls things from oh god. Yeah. Okay, sorry, hold on. I'm just trying to find the right...
Did my dumbass really never insight this check this guy to make sure he wasn't scamming us?
I think he actually did last time, but he rolled pretty. I actually rolled deception for him, like to myself, and he rolled really well. This guy's pretty charismatic, actually. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, just checking the logs.
I don't know if he's scamming us so much as murdering us.
Yeah.
Well, if he's luring us into a fucking trap, I mean, it's very obvious. There is no bow. If you haven't been able to tell.
For a few hundred gold, yeah, okay, buddy. But yeah, okay.
Hold on. Sorry, again, my bad. I thought I had this all set up better.
That's alright.
Better than I do, apparently. Okay. That's fine. That goes there. Okay, and then I need a... Why did I have to say that he was a dwarf? Now I gotta find a dwarf token.
Yeah.
I'm
sure there are some around.
Okay, let's see. First, I want to see if this works normally.
You know what? Before we're in combat,
Yeah.
can I slightly retcon the spell I cast?
Okay. Yeah, what do you want to do instead?
Slow on Talvo.
Slow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be it's a more apt spell to cast because I learned from my mistakes. Where I couldn't cast any spells in that fight with the shaman.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see if this works.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So the way you guys came in is that door to the left, that doorway.
Yeah.
It would be closed now, but I just didn't put a door there.
That's fun.
So yeah, it's actually pretty tight quarters. It's not like a huge room.
Yeah, I would have silenced pretty much the entire room. Too.
Yeah. So give me a second. Feel free to roll into initiative then.
Finally.
Oh, good rolls. I'll make sure to click on your token, Duncan, and then.
I'm dumb.
No, you can just do it and then edit it to be 19.
It's
Oh, are you on the right tool?
Yeah. With we got the cursor selected. but I will refresh.
Yeah, and then again,
I was just wondering myself, who's this little bitch? That's Riley.
that's Riley. Yeah, and again, I'm literally just gonna use Helios' sheet because I'm too lazy to make up a separate bard sheet for your NPC bard. He didn't roll that well. Oh, there we go. Now it's him. All right, and then for these motherfuckers, hold on. I just gotta. Why did that not work? Oh, I'm an idiot.
I didn't want to say anything.
Okay, this worked. Okay, this is working. I'm just making sure that this is actually working as I wanted to. Give me a second. Okay, I gotta roll these motherfuckers into initiative.
I love how it takes 2 shots for you to just descend into profanity.
Yeah. Doesn't take. It takes me like 0. Like I swear sober.
Oh, so do I, but. Oh, let's get these little bitches their initiative roll.
So here's this guy.
Oof.
He did not roll well. Here is. Okay.
Gilbert is whining. I have to sort it out. I will be right
Okay.
back.
Yeah, I just gotta figure this out.
What do you want?
This guy.
What do you want, buddy?
This is a little bit of an accounting thing. My sheet shows I have an inspiration. I thought I burned that. Did I get another?
I think
Do
you
remember?
did use it. Yeah, you used it. I think you just might have not marked it off.
Okay. Just want to be honest and fair.
No, that's good.
Could I get inspiration for being an honest and fair?
Not in this case. Okay. Sort initiative. Okay, nice. What? Why? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Oh, I know why. I'm an idiot, that's why. Okay, so, let's wait till Duncan is back. Hold on. That is not correct. There we go. Alright, yeah, might just go wait for Duncan, and we'll be good to go.
That being said, is there any chance I could persuade you into giving me advantage on this first attack? Because I was skeeved out very early and was kind of ready to spring into action.
No, because in this case, they were also ready to spring into action.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah. In a situation like this, you being suspicious means they're not going to get the jump on you, but it doesn't mean you're going to jump on them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They were asking about our magical weapons too. Like, oh, that's a pretty nice rapier you got there.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I'm gonna put Sammy in the fucking dirt. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh well, that is big talk considering how poorly I've been rolling tonight.
Yeah. Oh, one sec.
Yes, just in time.
Yep, the one combatant leaves and another one enters.
Okay. Has anything happened? They sucked
we
at their
were
initiative roll.
I got some
we were
more
waiting for
nugs.
you to come back.
Oh,
Okay.
whatever I don't eat now is going to be leftovers. Okay.
What'd you order?
It's just McDonald's. McDonald's nugs.
Nice.
Oh, they gave me an extra one. Bonus nug. Alright. Let's see. So,
60.
Who's going first?
This should be 65. When I leveled up, I got 5 HP.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Apology.
Oh, yeah. It's because the token. I need to resave the token. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
All right. So let's do the slow.
Yes.
What's is it wisdom save or?
It is a wisdom save. Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
They fail. So he is slowed. Yeah. So he's slowed. That brings us to. So that's the only thing that really happens before initiative. The dude calls out and says, like, Sammy, you got the door? Talvo.
Damn, you got the door. And then
Yeah. And you look at Sammy, Talvo. So, like, his shape is shifting in a weird way. He's not really, like, growing taller, but he's kind of growing more hunched over. And, like, his arms, fur is starting to appear on them.
I want to pin this guy to the door with my rapier.
Okay. Yeah, just charge him through.
So since my rapier has been upgraded, that I picked it up, I get a +1 to attack, right? Oh, no, that's not the button I wanted to hit. I wanted to adjust that value.
I thought you were upgrading it from a +1 to a +2, and that's why it was so expensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
So how do I do that?
Yeah, I can change it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I this is my first D&D campaign.
No, that's good. I gotcha. What you can do actually is so just for the future is there's the magic bonus thing here. So if you do that now, it should be. Wait,
okay.
Was it a +2 that you were getting?
It was the +1 with the bonus effect, I believe.
Because the.
And I did request, like, can I upgrade?
Oh no, yeah, you were getting it upgraded to +1. It was before it just had the.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be +2 yet. Because that would have been
so expensive about it. Just upgrading anything to a +1 is going to be hard.
Hold on.
or like.
No. Look at this.
No, I think actually wait. Yeah, you know what?
Rapier.
You are right. No, it is +2. You're right. No, yeah. It's just that I think the. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Every once in a while.
Oh yeah, so there you go. Now it should be applied on there. So if you roll again, I'll let you roll again.
Yeah,
it's a good hit.
Do it.
Yeah, you obviously hit him.
And then I click this. Oh wait.
You have
he has no friends. He has no friends.
Exactly. You have sneak attack. Yeah, you do actually basically. You pin him. You don't get a lethal blow. He actually lives through this, and this guy doesn't look that tanky. This blow, like 24 damage, is more than double an average person's HP, right? And this dude looks pretty average, right? It looks like he's skilled at thievery, but that's about it. He doesn't seem that tanky. So the fact that you stab him in the gut and he like looks, and he's visibly wounded, but there's something else going on here.
Okay.
And
then, did I successfully like spear him and then get the end of my sword into the
door? Yeah, but you won't be able to use a rapier until you pull it out.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I'm gonna disengage, and I'm gonna move like down here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm gonna look to just with a loner bow, which is not this short bow. So I guess when I roll this bow, I subtract -1 because it's the +1.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah. All right. So then that's it for you then.
I believe so.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be Adau now. You charge this guy. He is slowed.
Yes, I would like to do that. I'd like to give him the bad touch. For flavor's sake, a charge up the stairs, bash him into the sarcophagus, and then you've played Shadow of Mordor. I do that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
you bash him in the sarcophagus. Oh, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. I'm just gonna let you know. He is exactly visibly wounded.
all right.
He has 78 HP total, and you hit half of that.
Cool.
So at least you know that he is pretty tanky, though, because that's a big hit, and he still is only half dead.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna yell in his face, you know, you thought you could fuck with us? Think again, and then, you know, spit on him or something. I don't know.
As you're doing this, you see, like, you're, like, grabbing, like, onto his shoulder or whatever, but this necrotic energy kind of pulses out and just ripples across his skin, right? Sucking the life out of it. When you do this, though, you notice something weird. As it's like rippling, this magical energy rippling across his skin color is like shifting and like alternating between like the kind of like dark tan skin color you see there and like a more human kind of peachy tone, or maybe more bronze, but a much more human tone of skin.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, no, that's my turn. But
Okay.
Do you have
trying to think of a way. I
nothing
don't
cool
think
to do
away
with your
from-
bonus action?
No, I mean I could. Oh, you know what? No, I don't think so. Not really.
Okay.
I can. No, that has to be. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh yeah, and this guy.
D8 psychic damage to him. In fact, I can once on each of my turns. I suppose I'll do that.
Okay, sure. Yeah, how are you do that? What is that from?
That's from Divine Strike of the Order Cleric. Oh wait. No, because this is a spell attack. I don't think this counts.
Oh, does it, if it says weapon attack? If it just
Yeah.
says melee attack, then you can. But if it's
Yeah, that's weapon strike.
Okay, so
I
then
don't
no,
think
yeah.
I don't think this applies.
yeah.
Your hands aren't legally classified as weapons?
No, when it says weapons, it means like, you know, so
Yeah.
it's to
Okay,
prevent
so
stuff like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
my turn then.
yeah, that's a pretty nasty hit to start with, though. So that brings us to this guy here. As this guy is like going like, he goes like he's like got this rapier stuck up his, and you see the rest of his form shift, completing. And what you see before you now is a human-sized rat.
We've entered the Skaven Den.
Kind of like hunched over, still got some human features to them. They don't literally look like a rat, but he's like angrily clawing at himself in the rapier. He's gonna try to pull the rapier out. Let's see if he can. I'm gonna say he can't quite. He's like, that's his turn. But he scowls and he says, like, boss, what do we do?
Does he take any bleeding damage trying to pull it out?
I'll say at the start of your next turn, yeah.
Okay.
So, at this point, the boss, who's in slow motion, yells out, like, get them! And that's all he has time to say. He will then try to... actually, hold on, let me go look. He's then going to try to literally, like, tusk, like, gore you. I believe he can only make one. He can normally make 2 attacks, but I believe he can only make 1.
Yeah, he can only make 1.
Mm-hmm. So he just goes, and he will. But I don't believe it's like penalized more than that. So.
Yeah, well, the attack is not penalized more than that. There's the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. He misses. Lovely. So yeah, he misses. And he's raging in like half speed. That
That's
is
a good band name.
That is his turn. This dwarf here, who's next, you see all of a sudden he goes like and bursts with the you realize that hairiness that I described was actually fur, as he also transforms into a rat. And immediately like and leaps at you, claws and teeth bared. Bared, yeah, that's the word. And they are going to. He actually pulls a short sword out as he does it, and he goes like almost holding it like a big dagger, tries to plunge that into you.
Owned.
He also misses. Then he tries to bite you because he can still make 2 attacks.
Yeah.
He gets to transform and attack twice in 5 seconds.
They had their transformation ready. Yeah.
What is Ty goes to attacker or defender?
It attacks is the only thing where it does go to attackers actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
He hits.
Yeah. AC is like the number 2 hit, right? So, okay. So he will actually. No, you're not supposed to see that part. Fuck! I literally. Oh god damn it. Well, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Okay, well, so yeah, you're not supposed to see that, but I'll tell you what I would have told you anyways, which is as soon as you fail this, you feel like just a sickliness coming. You're like, oh god, like this feels nasty. That's all for now.
Is this gonna be the train of our fucking sessions where either Helios or Duncan isn't here and there's just crazy consequences of every session?
Yeah.
Okay, you weren't supposed to see that part, but I mean, once I would have made you roll, you probably would have realized what was going on anyways. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll see what happens. The damage was bad though, so that's one thing.
Yeah, that was terrible damage.
Yeah.
You got nicked and all of a sudden
Riley is like, here, I'll help! And he strums on his lyre, and he's gonna do a hypnotic pattern. He's seen Helios do it. He's gonna do a hypnotic pattern on the 3 of you there. Or like stretching that way, but it's only gonna hit the 3 of you.
Riley,
hopefully he's like good at it.
So,
Okay.
alright, so you're good. Let's see if they are good or bad. The boar and the rat. Okay, the rat is actually unaffected, but the boar is now slowed and stupefied. There's a... Actually, here, I think, yeah, there's a snail. There you go. And Riley's like, got him! And then he's like, oh, man, Adau, you don't look so good. And that's going to be his inspiring comment to you. So you have Bardic Inspiration now.
Cool. Thanks, dude. Thanks, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it.
Talvo. Real quick,
It
Talvo.
gets right in.
You don't even need to make a perception check. You hear clattering in this room down here.
Oh, there's a doorway there.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Okay.
Can I see into that room at all?
Door's
Is there a
closed.
door there? Okay.
Oh, okay.
So in that case, it actually does not affect my turn at all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a bow shot at Sammy here.
Okay. Yeah. Finish him off or try to.
Yeah. So again, subtract.
Subtract
from
one,
this
yeah.
Roll. Yeah.
You know? Unfortunately, not.
Inspiration.
No, I already used it last time. After he got it, yeah. So you go, boom, it just goes, clatters off the door frame. Rip. At this.
So you had told me I would get some bleed damage on this man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Roll like a decent.
Wait. So I want to augment that. After having missed the shot, Talvo's gonna step back forward, and he's gonna rip that rapier out.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll let you do. Okay, I was gonna say, so it was gonna be a D6, but since you're ripping it out, I'll let it be a D10 even.
Okay.
Just one die, but there's a chance it could be a big or low roll. He is barely alive. He is alive, literally. I'll just let you know, he literally has 1 HP.
He will not be able to escape me.
Yeah. So.
Wait, sneak attack! Do I get anything for sneak attack?
No, because this is not an attack, so.
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough.
Okay, and before it gets to Adau, the next enemy is going to come rushing out of the room where Talvo had heard them. Another rat, this one already transformed, clearly in waiting for this ambush to begin. They actually are barely going to make it up to here. And they're going to just charge at, well, I guess, I don't know who they would focus. You know what, they're going to...
They would see me ripping this guy to shreds. And
yeah, they actually, like, pull out a short sword as they run. Oh, you know what, they wouldn't actually be able to pull out the short sword because they'd use their object direction to rip, like, pull open the door, fling up the door. So they're just going to actually bite at, they're actually going to bite at you, Talvo.
Okay.
Hold on. I think that hits.
That does hit.
Okay.
Also, my dumbass didn't use my bonus action.
No. Alright, so you take 3 damage.
Now.
You take 3 damage. I also need you to make me a Constitution saving throw for no reason.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay, well, that's fun. This is real interesting. Helios is gonna have some interesting stuff when he comes back.
You know what? I'm not. I'll do some stuff, but in character, not till we meet him again.
Yeah. So, well, this condition is gonna take time to present itself. It's not gonna happen right away.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, even if I hadn't showed you guys what the number to beat was, you would have known a 5 would fail and an 8 would fail, and you probably would have been able to figure out these are lycanthropes. So, by the way, it's starting to become really clear to you guys why this guy is a weirdly proportioned boar. He's not actually a boarman. Spoilers. He's a wereboar. He's a human wereboar. Once I was planning this encounter, I was like, oh my god, their leader could be a wereboar who poses as a boarman in the city of Boarman, but he's actually a human who just turns into a boar. Anyways.
Bro, you know what? That's okay. Yeah. Is his turn over now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Cool,
now, anyways, I'm so glad I could reveal that now, though, because I was like, it's yeah.
That's good. That's fine. I'm gonna turn to Blue Rat, and I would like. Well, yeah, I would like to try to bash him in the head with my mace to the right, inflicting that divine strike that I talked about earlier. And if I don't think I can really do this. Like, it's not really how the game works, but if I could try to knock him off balance, and if I even hit, which I don't.
You have bardic inspiration.
That's true. Well, what armor is he wearing? Is it like chain? Is it plate? Is it leather?
They're actually all wearing like studded leather or leather.
Well then, yeah.
Alright, so sorry, what was the...
Try to knock him off the pedestal because I see it's raised.
Okay, I would say, yeah, normally that would have to be a separate attack, but
yeah, that's why. Which is weird.
I'll let you also make basically a grappling check. It'll just have to be a disadvantage since you're kind of trying to do this at the end of the attack, right?
Yeah.
So first roll the damage because it will hit.
Okay.
Okay.
Plus.
Oh, press the yeah.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
I almost messed it up again, but I can type. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
There
Okay.
we go.
So 14
One
total.
keyboards. have so many G-dang buttons.
Yeah. So, all right, and then roll a athletics check with advantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, sorry, disadvantage, yeah. So he dodges that part, but you still get the hit.
Cool. And then I suppose I will cast, because I haven't cast a spell this turn.
But
Shield of Faith on
you
myself.
attacked though. You can't both attack and cast.
Oh wait, no, it's a bonus action.
This one's a bonus action, yeah, so this one you can do. I'm assuming on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Riley's like, hey, what about me? What about me, boss?
You're not a fucking were-rat. Shut up. You're a normal rat.
Okay. Yeah, is that all?
Yeah.
Okay. And bursting from the top room now, another one.
Another one.
Why do you want to kill us so bad, dude?
Yo, this guy's gonna go after Riley, okay? Riley can take some hits. And this guy...
Last session I had to dodge a 7d6 worth of damage.
They actually do hit. They do hit Riley.
Boy.
It matched Helios' AC. Like I said, I'm just literally using Helios' sheet. So there's that. And now, guess what? Riley needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
I could foresee Riley just not curing himself of...
Yay! He succeeds. He's like, oh, this feels nasty, but I think I'm good.
But I think I'm good.
That's it for this rat. That brings us to... Oh, yeah, because I used the other token, but it's this guy.
Yeah.
It's Sammy here, who has revealed his true form, is, like, just clinging on to life, but he is... In desperation now, he's going to try to help take Talvo down. He moves there to flank, and then he pulls out a short sword and tries to stab Talvo. So that'll be actually a
miss.
So
I have 18.
it does have +2 from flanking, though.
That's it then.
Yeah. So you take 7 damage, and then the bite comes in. The bite misses, even with +2. So. And yeah, the wound is already feeling weird from the bite that you took the first time for both of you. But for now, the fighting is happening. It's now Mr. Boar's turn. As he once again is going to try to, like, he actually just takes his claws. He goes, and tries to claw at you this time.
Can he attack while stupefied?
Oh, shit, you're right. I forgot that he's also... Oh, wait, I need to make a concentration check for Helios, though. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. True.
Okay, he kept it, so he's still... for Riley. So he's still stupefied. So, it's this one's turn now.
What about... So, slow is concentration. So, but how much damage have I taken?
Oh,
does that matter?
Shield of Faith is concentration, so you would have had to drop it.
Oh, it is? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So he's no longer slow, but he is still stupefied. So.
Okay, yeah.
So he still can't do anything right now, basically, right? And, let me zoom in on the map now that the fight is all concentrated. That brings us to...
Riley.
It's this guy. Because it was the dwarf. That's why it's the dwarf thing.
Okay, yeah.
He's actually gonna get right into the thick of it. He jumps down off this little ledge to behind Adau. And he's also flanking Riley. And he's actually gonna use this to his advantage. He's gonna like, he can tell that Adau is already... I mean, I guess he doesn't really have any reason to... It doesn't matter which one way or the other. He's gonna try to stab Adau with his short sword in the back. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. Only 6 damage, not a ton. Then he turns and he goes, and like just bites the back of Riley's like neck. Or let's see if he manages to. So a 13.
Why is my health bar not updated? Oh no, it is updated on just.
Yeah, you might have to refresh. Sometimes Roll20 does that. Okay. A 13 would not hit Helios, aka Riley's AC, but they're flanking, so it's +2, which means it does hit. So now Riley gets hit only for 3. Riley's still looking fine. Riley is totally fine, health-wise. Oh, I did the wrong number. Riley is totally fine. Actually, here, I'll let you guys see his health bar. He's your ally, so. Riley's totally fine health-wise, but he needs to roll
Constitution.
2 constitutions. First one, is he going to turn into a were Riley? No. He's good. Second one, concentration. Concentration fails. This dude is no longer stupefied or slowed. He is back to full status. Riley gets to go. Riley calls out, "What should I do, bosses?"
Help! Help!
Help!
Make me win!
He like doesn't know what to do. He's like, I don't know. He's gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Oh,
No. Oh god. Okay. He's gonna step to the side and be like, "Sorry, Adau." He's gonna step to the side and cast a Hypnotic Pattern. Like this. Hey! Okay, wait, I think that passes. Let me go look at Helios.
This is 14 still, right?
Let me check. Yep, it is. So you pass. Nice. So it's actually worked out. Now let's do the 3 were-rats in order from top to bottom. 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
Oh no.
Okay, bottom, only one of them is affected. Top one is. And then, Boar Boy. Oh, wow. He only got 1. Rip. That's unlucky. He'll pass another Bardic Inspiration, this time to Talvo. He's like, "Talvo, you got this!" Smacks your ass. Talvo, it's your turn. That's his thing, I've decided.
He just smacks ass.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now that I've reclaimed my weapon, I'm attacking Sammy. I'm really pissed off at Sammy.
Okay. He's the whole reason this whole situation started.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, he has 1 HP. You just execute him however you want. Oh, yeah. Nice. What do you do to him?
It's a rapier and it has no cutting edge. I double hand this motherfucker and just whip as hard as I can. And that, it just
Slices the jugular. Yeah. It's not going to cut his head off, but it is going to, like, go... Yeah,
and
just...
it flops backwards.
Yeah, and he's like... And he falls down dead. I think when they die, they revert to human form. Let me see. Yeah, he turns back into his human form that you had already seen, but yeah.
And then, with my bonus action, to not forget to use it this time.
You could always disengage and then go and use your object interaction to like open the door in case you need to get out. That's just a suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm retroactively, I'm thinking like, man, Talvo definitely would have brought dudes with him to this drug deal, but
Well, it's one of those things you probably didn't think of it until like you're like.
Riley.
You did, Riley. I was thinking about before the session. I was like, they're probably gonna have to do this fight. I was like, I should give them something. That's why Riley's here.
Nice.
2 versus all this would be a little too much. 3, you guys, yeah, you'll be fine. I'm sure.
Yeah,
Just,
he'll be totally fine in the long term.
let me just look at my inventory really quick.
Well, I'll pull up the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
I'm assuming preparing for poison is a full ass action.
It is an
not a
action,
bonus.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is one of those things where, yeah, it's an action, but the idea is if you coded 3 arrows, then you would have 3 shots with that, right? So.
Well, I was like hoping to maybe just like dip my
Nah, yeah.
rapier in really quick, but no, that would take time. That tracks. And using it for disengage would only be for one enemy, right?
No, it disengages. It disengages like a status, basically. It's like if you're disengaged from one, you're disengaged from everyone. The only exception is there's a feat that lets you hit people even if they disengage, but these guys don't have that feat.
So, could I disengage and then just get all the way here without provoking
Oh, yeah.
any...
Yeah, totally.
Let's do that.
Yeah, you'd have to like kind of weave through and then clamber up, but it's not. It's like this is like a 5 or like a 4 foot tall like difference in height, right? Nothing too crazy. So yeah, you get up there. This guy actually gives you a nasty look as well. What you could do, Talvo, if you wanted, is start pulling out the poison, which would be an object interaction this turn, so you wouldn't have to pull out on another turn.
Okay, so there's action, bonus action. Is object interaction like a third?
It's like you get, in general, the way it works is like object interaction is like part of your movement. You get one object interaction every turn unless you have no movement, right? Basically.
Oh, you know what? Even better. I'm gonna disengage. I'm gonna move that, and then we're throwing the ball bearings.
That would be an action, but you can pull them out this turn.
Oh, okay. Well, no, then I guess I'll ready the poison.
Okay. Yeah, you pull out the poison. Got it. Yeah. It's just to make it so you could do something else next turn as well with the object interaction if you needed, right? And yeah, rapier's only one hand, so you don't,
Yeah.
All right, so that's Talvo. That brings us to this boy here, who is, you know what? Okay, they're gonna take a risk and actually move to here, which will give you an attack of opportunity, Adau.
Yeah.
They're basically banking on the fact that you're wedged between two other ones. Okay, you still see an opening. Bam! You just reach out with the mace. That's a good chunk of damage too. Mm-hmm. They're hurt. Not visible wounded, but that hurts them. They come up here and then they're just gonna start stabbing at Riley. And then biting, stabbing and biting. Okay, they miss with the short sword. They hit with the bite. Riley takes another 5 damage. And let's see if Riley can roll well again. Man, he's like ah!
He's a Constitution king.
Here's the thing too. He's a halfling, so he gets halfling's luck. He can re-roll.
That's true. I always feel it. Yeah. So he looks down. By the way, at this point, when he dodges these attacks, he twists to the side, sees the body of Sammy, and is like, "Wait, wasn't he just a rat? What's going on here?"
Does he slap the guy's ass?
No. No, he only does it to allies. Adau, your turn.
I'm looking back at the board.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not happy, and I'm gonna die. Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You used your bardic inspiration already.
I did. However, is it worth? Yeah, it's worth it. This isn't really high stakes, but I'm feeling inspired.
Okay, you can use your inspiration.
Oh.
All right, reroll.
Alright, well.
This is really unfortunate because his AC is only a little higher than that, but it is higher than that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case.
Sometimes the dice taketh away.
Yeah. Let me. Okay, then. If I'm not gonna do that, then I'm going to, as a bonus action, expend the use of Channel Divinity. Let me just put it in the chat.
Okay, yeah.
And regain a spell slot.
Hell yeah. Okay, nice. So you kind of like focus for a second, almost like a short meditation session in the blink of an eye, focusing your magical energy. Okay?
Indeed.
Cool. I'm assuming you're not going to move them. So they kind of have you cornered here.
No, I don't think you're going to move.
There's no good movement.
This guy is stupefied. Oh, wait. Riley got hit again, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Hold on. He's been doing most.
He made the con save.
That was for the lycanthropy, not for the concentration.
Oh, yeah.
But he also passes that. So, that guy is still stupefied. It's Ballo the Boar, who looks at you, Talvo, readying your poison, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you want to play like that?" He pulls out a dagger from his cloak. It's clearly not coated in poison, this dagger.
Thank you.
But as you're looking at it, all of a sudden you see him press a button on the pommel, and all of a sudden like green goo starts oozing out and coating the blade, and he's gonna stab it at you.
That's fail.
Hold up.
That's the Constitution save I just saw.
Yeah.
That's a fail.
It is a fail. He misses with the poisoned dagger that somehow just like seemed to become poisoned out of nowhere.
I'm taking that off his fucking
You gotta kill him first. You gotta kill him first. And see, he does that like, and then he kind of like, seeing he misses, he still tries to follow it up with a goring tusk attack.
Which also fucking misses. So who cares?
Wait, I just realized. Did you guys both fail your con saves against were rats, or was it against him? For Adau. Okay, good to know. Sorry, I gotta remember that.
Oh, was there a chance for us all to be were-boars?
Yeah,
you know? Yeah, dude, Helios comes back and he's like, why are you guys both Boarman? Okay, so anyways. That takes us to this guy here. This guy is going to just try and smack at, why did it do that? That was weird. He's gonna try to smack at Adau. Hold on. My sheet was acting all weird. So there's a short sword stab.
Wow, these rats are uncannily good.
Yeah, they are rolling pretty well. Okay, so you take 7 from that, and then a really big miss there. Ugh.
Yeah.
The bite misses as they try to bite on your neck. Riley is like, guys! Riley is.
NPC, nobody cares.
Stab the orange one. I mean, stab the one by the door.
Riley's like, okay, and he turns around and pulls out his. He pulls out a dagger that he has, and then he'll try to stab that guy. He misses. So he misses with like and he's like I missed. Okay, that's his turn. Talvo.
This party needs another fucking DPS. I'm losing it.
Talvo, it's your turn.
I miss having Rhuk run train, and then me just like playing around him. Instead, now I have to do all the work, and I don't have a multi-attack, man.
Well, Adau's got his inflict wounds, you know.
Yeah, I mean, even my melee attacks now with +5 from strength.
We're pretty good.
If I get a better two-handed weapon, then I could be DPS. I just suck at rolling the fucking dice.
Yeah.
Don't we have Hilda's thing?
No, Rhuk took that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's Talvo gonna do?
Stab him back.
I'm going to. I can take my action and bonus action in any order, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I will attempt the hide, try to...
I'm also here, so you don't need to, like, hide to get a sneak attack.
Yeah,
okay.
But if he wants to try to get, like, the advantage from unseen attack.
Yeah, I would like to try to, like, decept them from where the rapier strike's coming from.
You know what I realized we should do with that, by the way? I'm gonna slightly tweak how that works. Because I realized, I don't think that should be a stealth roll. I think it makes more sense for it to be a sleight of hand.
I agree.
I think it depends on the circumstances.
Well, it depends.
I think sleight of hand.
But when you're in like close range, it's like more like feinting, right? Sleight of hand.
It's a rapier. You're trying to be.
Yeah.
Like do it. Okay.
So roll sleight of hand. It's still a hiding check. It's just not a stealth roll, if that makes sense, right?
I'm hiding my hand.
Exactly. Yeah. Because and that's how it works. That's how it says it too. Is that it says you can hide as a bonus action. It doesn't say you can stealth. So it can be any type of hiding. In this case, let's see if this works against the Boarman.
Motherfucker!
He sees your.
Out easy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So
let's see if he does or not. You know.
Okay. Yeah, he does.
Did you kill? Oh, you were gonna kill your ammo. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's unfortunate. Sometimes it happens. So you miss. You can move, I guess.
Do I look like I want to take an attack of opportunity? Right
Well, you can
now?
like move up here or something, but yeah, but I guess that's about it.
If I jump on top of the sarcophagus, do I get the high ground, Anakin?
No, there's no bonus. I mean, you'd be flanking though.
You would be flanking.
Not that it
Actually,
would-
you know what? Move here, because I'm about to move to here.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and I like to think that Adau is somewhat tactical thinkers. Is like move over there a little bit, like like basically move to the side. Yeah.
I trust my accountant.
Yeah. This guy here is gonna smack at Riley again. Those both hit with flanking.
Oof.
Oh wow. Riley's starting to look a little beat up. He's actually exactly visibly wounded. You guys can see his bar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Riley needs to do 2 checks. First one, is he gonna get turned into a... Actually, no, the first one was the short sword. Actually, he's gonna make 3 checks potentially. First one, concentration. Okay, spell stays up. This is for Were-Rat. Wait, would it be...
Were-Rat.
He also fails his Were-Rat save. Not that you would necessarily know that. But you do see him go like, and then he keeps fighting. And he keeps the spell up, though. 21s both times.
Nat 20s.
Yeah. So the spell stays up. So he's being a trooper, even though he's also now infected.
Share some of these nat 20s.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go. Adau, what do you got going on?
Oh, never mind.
I'm moving there. I don't want to be on the stairs anymore. They're ruining my mojo. I'm in... Bro.
You are flanking, though. And now I gotta look at this guy's dex. That actually that matches his AC, which means it's a hit. See, this is why flanking is important, right? The little bit of tactics you get with it, it makes the difference.
All right. I do not like this Boarman. I do not like him. Poetry, I am. So we're gonna do that.
Oh shit!
Oh my God.
Wait, okay. So he has 39 HP left, which is how much he had after the first attack. He hasn't been hit again until now. He's still alive, but what would that be? 4 HP left. But he's very close to dead.
Scum. Trash. Vermin.
When you say vermin, all the rats go like, ah! Like, it kind of strikes a chord with them.
Maybe we'll have a little bit of a shorter session today.
Well, yeah, I wasn't sure if we could get to this. Or, So, alright, anything else, or is that it?
That will be all.
This one's still stunned, can't do anything. It's the boar guy. He's like a little desperate now. Because even though the battle's not going too terribly for their side, he is about to die potentially. He looks between the two of you. He's like, which one of you... Basically, he's like, which one do I want to try to take with me? Adau just yelled out a bunch of insults, so he's gonna go like, and like try to charge it down. Oh, I just realized something. Okay, never mind. I can't tell you yet.
Did you realize charging Adau would
He
make him
does still
move a
have his
square?
poison
and get
dagger.
me in the
no, he doesn't literally do that, but he will then. He's actually is gonna do the dagger on Adau, which is still coded because it hasn't been used. Oh,
Man.
let's go!
Yeah,
Okay.
That's one more than my AC.
Yeah. The good news is, so here's your normal damage from the dagger. And then I got this is actually an actual like in the book magic item. I didn't just make this up. The dagger is not as bad as the poison you guys have. I need let's see.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, it's still good. But it's I need oh sorry, it should be it's actually technically +1, so it should be 1 higher than that.
Okay.
And then
I didn't use my item interaction.
and then he will I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Brother.
Okay. So you're gonna take this much poison damage. Oh my god, bruh.
The dice love me.
However, you have the poisoned condition for the next minute, and that's not something you can just wear off. So the poison condition is actually pretty nasty. Poison condition, you have advantage on attack rolls and ability checks that you make against other people, not the other way around. So still though, and he kind of seeing the poison take its effect, and you kind of going like, oh, like just kind of like basically your body clenches up, right? He's like, my men will tear you apart. It's this guy's turn now. He is just gonna kind of come up onto the stairs and start just like trying to get at you, Adau. So, nope. So now I'm getting the bad rolls.
Definitely bat away.
Yeah.
My sword or a mace. That's how you do that.
Riley's gonna be like, I'll get them over here, don't worry, and he's gonna try to stab at this one. He hits. I'm actually gonna say this is a +1 dagger too, so it would be.
Yeah,
oh no, wait.
Mad at me for trying to take it away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say literally we did this, so it's actually instead of 2, it's 3 damage. Still not a lot.
Heavy hitter, man.
Yeah. So still though, he does get a hit on him. Talvo, it's your turn.
Kill the boar.
Put the poison. Put the poison. No, spare the boar. I want to hang him.
You know what? Sure.
You can also subdue him though, right? Like knock him out.
Well, no. So, just to clarify, item interaction, bonus action, action are 3 different things, right?
Yeah, but like coating with poison is a full action.
It's an action.
Oh, so they're not separate things.
No, like it's just that
They are.
they are. It's just that certain like items specify to use this item, you have to use an action, right?
Like I'm drinking a potion.
Yeah, exactly. Drinking a potion is an action, right? When I say object interaction, I mean like pulling something out of your cloak to put in your hand,
Okay.
opening a door, something like that, right?
No, Talvo's pissed. He's just attacking this boar.
Okay, yeah. That's good. Yeah. Are you gonna like? Does Adau shout out like spare him, or are you gonna just?
Yeah,
okay.
keep him alive.
It's up to you if you actually want to spare him, Talvo. You could go against that.
Fuck off!
Okay. Yeah. Roll your damage.
Talvo had an interaction with a poisoned weapon. Last encounter. He just not doing
Okay.
shit.
I roll your damage with sneak attack, which also gets doubled, by the way. It's about to be a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah.
How do I double the damage?
As long as you have it checked, it'll automatically do it.
I have what checked?
Like sneak attack.
Just cook it.
I
Yeah.
have sneak attack. Okay.
Yeah.
I just...
Yeah,
see.
it's a lot of. You only rolled 1 on your extra damage, normal damage up. But either way, it is still a fuck ton. He literally had 4 HP left. Here's the. Oh god, this is where you're gonna be mad at me, because I was looking at the sheet.
Come on, man.
Oh wait, actually no, hold on. I misread it, or rather, I didn't misread it. I just noticed the second part of it. So I had this thing. I was looking at the sheet. I was like, wait a minute. The wereboar has a feature. If they take a hit that would reduce them to 0, they stay at 1 instead. Once a day, right? It's like a one-time thing. But then I realized I just looked and I was like, wait a minute. Look at the first part though.
Oh.
So if you hadn't crit and had only gotten like 13 damage or whatever, right? That would I guess with Sneak Attack probably still would have hit them, but right, the fact you did so much damage means that he looks at it like when you stab with the rapier, like you run him through, he looks at it and he looks like he's about to keep running, to keep fighting, like literally impale himself, and then you just go like jab it in further, and he goes
Oh shit, I'm stupid.
yeah, and then you just push him off the blade, he's dead. When you do this, the were-rat, the were-rats are like a little intimidated. In fact, roll me an intimidation roll. It seems like they're not necessarily going to run right away, but they're pretty. This has shattered their confidence a bit.
I'm gonna use my sleight of hand, I guess, intimidation action.
Okay. Yeah.
So that'll be okay. And then I'm Talbo's pissed off. He's sick of this shit.
Yep.
He's coming right in here, and he's like, walk past me, see what happens.
Alright.
Walk around, find out.
I like it. Alright. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, they're not ready to run just yet. But,
Actually, wait. Can I amend that?
sure.
Can I not use my sleight of hand?
Oh yeah, you can keep that. The bonus action, not do that.
Okay, in that fact, can I heal up our little boy Riley here with my,
Oh yeah, your bonus action rapier thing. Yeah, the heal.
Did we upgrade my, healing from that? Because right now it's a D4 plus my charisma. Which
I would
seems a
say as
little-
part of the weapon upgrade, it'll go up to a D6.
Okay. So D6 plus 4.
So 8 total. Yeah, better than nothing. And Riley's like, oh, thank you. Alright, so yeah. It's this were-rat's turn. He is going to kind of like they are all focused on Talvo now. Talvo just got their attention. He comes over here, kind of like spinning, pivoting around Riley.
Oh, he just jumps over the corpse.
Yeah, exactly. And now is flanking you, Talvo, and we'll try to stab at you. Fails.
That does not hit.
And then bites.
And then bite.
And that also misses. Talvo is pissed. He's entered his zone. He's like, whoo, whoo, like dodging. Yeah, Adau, it's your turn.
You rage.
We're flanking this guy on you right now. If you want to.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna bop him.
Absolutely a hit. Okay.
I'm gonna wait. Is this a one? Okay, one's a turn. So yeah, I'm gonna.
You can do it.
That.
Okay, so 10. He's visibly wounded now, but he's not dead. Okay, is that all?
C.
Next guy is still stupefied. He's been stupefied like 3 rounds now. He's just like, Riley's been keeping that concentration going. Actually, keeping another enemy out of the way. Dude is dead. Oh, and now it's this guy's turn. He's a little not sure what to do. He's gonna try to. He's gonna attack at Talvo. Again, his attention's been drawn, and now he's flanking him because of his friend.
That hits.
Okay. So both of those hit, right? Again, you've already made your con save for lycanthropy. You don't need to worry about that anymore. But you take 9 damage.
Yep.
He is starting to look a little nervous being cornered between you guys. Riley is gonna, in a moment of spurred on by Talvo, is like, "Oh, kill that fucker!" Looking at the one that just hit you, he's gonna be a little dumb and charge in, with his dagger, provoking an attack from this guy.
Riley, you stupid son of a bitch.
Riley.
He doesn't get hit, so he's a little halfling. He's a small target, so he goes, "Oh," and then goes, "Ah!" and tries to run this guy through with a dagger. Again, it would have.
What if he uses halfling luck to try and crit?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Since he's just an NPC anyways, he'll re-roll this roll because it was not a good roll. And he rolls worse. So he trips and goes, "Oh!" hits the leg of the rat.
Imagine though.
It would have been funny.
Nat 20.
Yeah, so that's him. He fails. But Talvo, it's your turn.
So.
The orange man. Rat man.
He's got a friend. This guy doesn't. This guy is visibly wounded, correct?
I think he's on the brink of death.
He's pretty close.
Not quite, but he's close enough.
Yeah, I want to attack him.
Alright. Yeah, you'll have a +2 from flanking. Yeah, absolutely. And sneak attack, obviously, because you're flanking. Yeah. Yeah, he only had 9 HP, so you just, jab him in the gut. He falls over. And again, as each of these guys are dying, by the way, they're reverting to their human form. So, the boar guy, you see, was just a gruff human under all that.
And now I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage. from this man up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna use Green Man as a human shield.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, got it.
And then, I believe that is it.
Okay, yeah. At that point, then, it's this guy's turn. He's fucking running. He's getting out of here. He pushes the door open with his object interaction. Riley will get an attack at him. Riley's like, ah, you fucker! He like tries to stab him. Hits him, actually. And again, it would actually be +1 from this. So 6 damage is not a ton, but it is enough to actually make this guy visibly wounded now. Oh, wrong number. There you go. Then this guy's able to make it up to there. So he goes a little further, running out into like the sewers and other chambers. And unless you guys chase him, we could actually just end the combat here. Go out of combat. Do you want to chase him? That's the question. Or try to kill him?
Wait, wrong one. I want to do that.
Okay. That isn't going to be enough to kill him, I'll just let you know.
Yeah, no, it won't get
So.
better. Okay.
Yeah, so it's more like, do you want to try and make sure he dies?
Yes.
Okay.
No more were-rats in this city.
Okay, then let's actually go to your turn then. So then you can move as normal and then do that if you want, or do something else.
So can I make it to him? Or is it from my square, or is it counting this square?
It would be here. So
From
you.
here? Okay.
Mm-hmm. But don't you have your bill on you?
I do, but well, I guess I could just drop my mace.
Yep,
and
you
then-
drop the mace on the ground, whip out the bill, and
Yeah, and my shield too.
that's one thing TSM is that dropping a weapon on the ground or anything on the ground does not take your object interaction. That's free. So you can
that's
like
kinda cool.
drop something and then pull something out, right?
Yeah, I'm a. Bop.
Absolutely hits. Okay. He's not dead, but he's close.
Could I like sweep at his legs to trick
Well, wait,
him?
can't you add your extra thing? Because it's a weapon attack.
Ah, yes, that's true.
Okay.
All right.
That actually is barely enough to make the difference with him, too.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I was hoping at least one of them would get away. That'd be more enemies for the future. But no. You actually barely, like I said, it's literally enough to make him hit exactly 0. So you barely sweep out his legs. Ah!
And he bites his own tongue off.
Oh,
His
God.
jaw hits the floor.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, so he also falls. And at this point, you have like another 5 turns where we don't even need to be a cop anymore. You could just kill this guy if you want, or you could try to tie him up and take him prisoner. It's up to you.
I want to make an example of one of them, Talvo, so let's make it this one.
Talvo is pissed.
Okay.
This guy doesn't have any poison on him. Stop. You're not a barbarian.
Yeah. So you could easily, again, we're out of combat. You could just go bonk, knock him out, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you want to make an example out of him here?
No, I want to make an example out of him in the town square. I'm not going to let
Talvo!
Talvo kill him.
Talvo, you just finish your turn. I get to.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. That's
If
true.
you want to just get a cheap stab at him, you can.
Talvo has had enough of this poison arrow, poison weapon. He could feel this infected zombie wound. He's going. He's having none of this.
Okay.
He has a best friend to save, and now he's getting sidetracked with this whole ass fucking. Oh, don't be a were-rat anymore.
roll your attack with advantage because of your. You'd be able to sleight of hand. I'm not gonna make you roll because he's stupefied.
Can I use my? Yeah, no, I'll just attack with advantage.
Okay. And it's. Oh. Okay, I was gonna say you're probably not gonna kill this guy, but you actually could. It depends on what you roll. You might not. This guy hasn't been hit yet, so. That's enough to kill him. So like Adau, you come in. Yeah, Adau, you walk back in like, okay, let's make an example. Oh, and you see this guy just.
And then
Yeah.
Talvo takes his rapier and just right through like the bottom of the jaw through the top of the head. Just
Literally just like impales, like.
yeah, and then waggles it around, just like
Oh
like
my
a
God.
crocodile, just a crocodile death roll.
Yeah, and now you come in to see this, like Talvo just pissed. Riley's like, "Whoa, dude! I didn't know you could do that."
I'm so sick! I'll be the only DPS!
Yeah. Oh, Duncan, you're muted, I think, or we can't hear you.
I've been muted.
No, you're good.
Yep.
You're good.
I did it. Oh, because I was blowing my nose. I did like 80 or 90 damage this combat.
You
That's
guys,
a lot.
you both did a lot of damage. Sneak attack and inflict wounds, right? Those are nasty combos. Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
So, go ahead.
Riley just looks at you guys like, "Did I do good?"
You did great, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll take you on more adventures in the future.
Yeah.
Where was my fairy fire?
Oh yeah.
This would have been a good opportunity.
He's like, "I forgot about that."
Are the bags of gold still there, at least?
Oh, yeah.
Is there shit around for us to take?
All this loot is here, and we can actually just go over that now, because like I'll just let you know, there's no more of these guys. You totally wiped out their
Okay,
little
so
group.
this is not going to be an undead lich coming from...
No, yeah.
Sarcophagus. I want to open it up.
It's like an old elf body or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably been looted. It looks like the body's been looted. But yeah, no.
There's been... Talvo's had to deal with... is the only one who's had to deal with combat 2 days in a row or something.
Yeah.
He had no control over it.
Yeah. So you, like I said, you're gonna be able to secure the area. There was no one else here. These guys had their own little, lycanthrope clique, right? And so we'll just go over what you find. There's nothing like too crazy. You find it's a lot of, it seems like these guys were mostly petty thieves. It seems like basically, you guys can infer from what you find, it seems like they mostly took on small targets. You probably would find in like one of the other chambers like some bodies from other victims, right?
Roll back the bod. You said sacks of gold.
Well, no, I said there's going to be money, but what I'm saying is, there's not like a crazy artifact here. In fact, it seems like basically they were trying to lure you guys here because they wanted a bigger score and figured you would have good shit on you, right?
And they fucked around and
it backfired, right? So you will find. Let me find you the loot table. I figured out what they would have. There are actually a couple items, magic items. Mainly though, yeah, some money. So there's about, I'll put it in the chat, 500 gold pieces, which is, like, that doesn't sound like a lot because you guys have a lot, but that's a lot plus another 2,000 silver. So that's just good spending money. That's the equivalent of another 200 gold. So, all in all, that's a good haul from this. They also...
We did not account for me being poisoned.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Don't worry
I
about
only
it.
made one attack.
We'll say it's your adrenaline rush, and for the next minute after that, you're like, "Oh God, I feel like shit," from multiple reasons. There's also a shield +1, which I think you guys already have. Do you guys already have? Do any of you use the shield really?
Yeah, I do. Except for when I need reach.
Do you have a +1 or?
I have Solomon's shield, which is the craziest, most insane shield I've ever seen in my life. It is at least as you described it to me, as a +2, but then it being shield of the scale also gave it +2. So that's the assumption I've been going on.
A normal shield is.
Shield?
I didn't even think those existed.
No. It would just be +2, but a normal shield is 2 AC, and then it's +2 beyond that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So that's why it is that way.
Yeah. So this is.
I have not been having it +4. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. So it's like if your AC is normally 16, that would put it up to 20 with that shield, whereas a normal shield would only bring it up to 18. So. So this is
going crazy for a second.
No, yeah. So you have this +1 shield here. The +1 shield is going to be something you can just sell or give to someone, right? So there's also a we'll say because I don't feel like making you guys wait. We'll just say that Riley has identify, right? And there's also at least. Yeah. So there's a pearl of power, which you can just look up what it does. But basically, you have to attune to it, but once you attune to it as a spellcaster, so it's not going to be useful for Talvo, but as a spellcaster, when it's on your person, you can use an action to speak a command word, and it just gives you 1 spell slot back.
Give me the dagger. Give me the dagger.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. You also have the dagger, which you earned. The dagger is called a Dagger of Venom, by the way. So you can look that up and add that. It's a Dagger of Venom, except I'm making one change. Instead of an action to... Normally, a Dagger of Venom is an action to code it, like what he did. But it's actually going to be a bonus action, because that's how he was able to use it. So, yeah, so it's slightly better than a normal Dagger of Venom. So I'll let you look that up on your time, though, TSM, so you can see exactly how it works.
Ignore that.
Yeah. So you guys are looking around, and then you're going through the leader, Ballo, if that even was his real name. You're going through his like personal store of things, right? He actually had like a chest that a lot of this loot was in. And then you're like, wait a minute. Leaning up against the chest, you didn't notice it first, but then you're like, wait, there's a glisten of metal. And you're like, wait a minute. There's actually a bow. As in the instrument bow.
Yeah.
And
hey Riley, could you identify that for us?
And then yeah, Riley's like, yeah, sure, boss. He goes over and starts looking at it, and he's like, whoa, yo, they weren't joking. This is enchanted Aisplic. They really actually had it. The bait was real.
Is it cursed?
He's like, I don't know how to detect curses, but it's real. And he's like looking at it and using his magic to identify. He's like, it's got an elven name written on it.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, it's got a, it says Sinu was the person who made this apparently. Sinus.
Do we know this?
Yeah, I mean, actually, you can roll me a history check.
Here.
You can roll me a history check.
Yeah, not so good.
Nah, you don't recognize it. It's definitely an elven name though, and the dude was a human, so it's probably not his.
Okay.
So
that he was.
no. So yeah, there's this, and he's looking at it, and he what he'll say actually is he's like, I don't know, I get the feeling that this bow, it's not gonna work for me with my instrument, but I feel like if you put it with I feel like if Helios uses it, it could probably help him out.
Oh, sounds like we should get rid of you and bring Helios back in. Cool.
Yeah.
He's like, what? Ah! No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you know what, Riley? Well, you're a bard, aren't you? You don't use shields.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you know what? You can have the shield anyway. Give it to your best fighter.
He's like, yo! He's like, I got an idea. And he like takes it, runs for a short distance, and then throws it on the ground and skates on it. Woo! Yeah.
Probably the best way to use it.
We're going back to Talvo not knowing how to interact with halflings. He's gonna crouch back down, put his hands in his. You did a great job, buddy. Good job.
He just goes like, ugh. And yeah, and I think that's a good spot. The camera pans out there. That's where this episode ends with more demeaning comments from Talvo towards the halfling.
I know I'm gonna ruin your fun with this, but can we have a post-credit scene where we do a little bit of this?
Okay.
How many fucking spell slots do you have, dude?
Well, I used both of my 4th level ones for inflict wounds.
Yeah, but what about the ones you used for the interrogation?
So I have the telepathic feat. So I can cast Detect Thoughts once a day without using a spell slot. But even if I did say I'd cast again, so that's 1 2nd level spell slot. And I have 3.
Okay.
Use slow once, so that's 1 3rd level spell slot. So I have 2 left. And I used 1 1st level spell slot to cast Shield of Faith, but I got that back when I did the Channel Divinity. Mm-hmm. So I have, except for 4th level, which I'm out of, I have 3 1st, 2nd, and 2 3rd.
Okay, so you would only be able to 2 of you. You wouldn't be able to get Riley, But you could do that the next day, right? And yeah. So that, and or maybe Shot can do that when you get back, or some other shaman. You can find someone. That's not a big deal. So yeah, but as far as you and Talvo go, it's actually when you cast this on yourself and Talvo to remove this curse, cleanse your bodies. It's like a weight is lifted that you didn't even realize was there. You're like, oh god, I feel so much better all of a sudden, because it was already starting to take effect. And when he does this, Talvo, you're like, okay, like that would have been bad if that stayed on me. And then you look at Riley, who you don't have enough juice for, and he's like, what about me?
Riley, do you want to be a rat?
Not like that. And he points to the skewered ones and like butchered rat that.
Talvo once again is already still crouched down, hands in his face.
Yeah.
We'll get to you, little buddy. Don't worry about
He's like, yeah, okay, well, you know.
Don't worry, you won't be a rat. Not like that, at least.
Okay, yeah.
So.
I am,
Okay.
and yeah. So, I think that's a good spot to wrap up, and we'll go back to. We'll see next time how Helios reacts to all this. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, but I'll let you guys know. You don't have to tell. We don't have to tell Helios yet. This the bow for his viol is going to become part of that set, at least if he chooses to have it, which I'm assuming he will. And if he does it, it'll raise his charisma by 2.
Oh, wow.
Because his stats, I don't know if you guys know, but he rolled so shit on his stats that this is just, I basically was like, I felt bad. So I was like, I want to give him something so he's at least a little more on par with you guys. Like, to put it in perspective, like, you guys both rolled decent on your stats from what I remember.
I rolled really good.
And then Adau at least has that, like, giant strength belt. So I was like, that helps him. I was like, I need to get Helios something. Because Helios, let me tell you. So, like, charisma is obviously a most important stat for a bard, right? That was his highest, and it's a 16.
Oh, no.
His next highest was a 13, and then a 12, a 10, and an 8. He had a really
That's
low.
actually not terrible. I mean, that's bad.
It's like,
but
yeah,
I mean,
it's not awful, but it's certainly not great. So
yeah,
going
worse
down-
than what we have.
Going down my stat sheet, I have 12 strength, 20 dexterity, 14 constitution, 15 intelligence, 14 wisdom, and 18 charisma.
yeah, you rolled insanely well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I am I'm not average, not anymore since the ASI, but
yeah.
not the best.
Yeah. So yeah, I basically was like, I want to get Helios a nice little boost there. This is around the level where you can start finding, I mean, yeah, like you said, like Adau has the belt of giant strength, right? Now this for Helios, this is around the point where you start getting these kind of bigger items that give you big buffs. So
So
yeah.
I guess like the next session, we're gonna reverse our fortune, and I'm gonna be mad at Helios. Like,
like, why weren't you there? Yeah.
yeah.
That's well, yeah. So that's gonna do it for us though. I'm actually I was maybe gonna stream more, but it's kind of late, so that might do it for me. Either way, I'm gonna take a break for a bit. So that'll do it for us. So this weekend, obviously, we played today instead of this weekend. The following weekend would be like, what is that? That's New Year's Eve, I guess.
Yeah.
So probably maybe sometime next week as well. We'll play like this again, but I'm not sweating
it.
it.
On the back channels, yeah.
Yep. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, for everyone watching the stream, thanks for hanging out. It was fun, and we'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.